was thinking about Port because I think much better than where their position was on the ladder, and I felt like St Kilda was inflated, as in they aren't as good as what they look.
Yeah, I think St Kilda are. Sorry, hold that.
But then when I saw Saints were up by like 2 or 3 goals and Port had to kick the goal, I was like, oh fuck yeah. And then they fucking came back.
Sorry, before you sit down, do you want to grab the mic? It should be in the office, probably the back there.
Positions that in recent years teams have been low to because they're worried.
Legend thing, right? All right. Sorry we're late. Got a little bit distracted in Gold Coast Suns come back against the Collingwood Magpies, but it looks like they've kicked away. It's all right, no viewers anyway, so I guess we're not late if there's no one at the party yet. Would you take Jack Higgins?
Yes.
I can't decide if he's a good player or not. Someone just
he gets at the back.
2-7.
He gets at the back a lot, and therefore he gets a few cheap goals. But at the same time, he gets the right spots. Yeah. And I feel like that's sometimes the difference between like footballers that end up having really long careers. They just like know how to find the footy or know how to kick a goal or two. Yeah. Whereas like sometimes you could have a much better athlete or someone who's faster but they just don't get the job done. Like look at Martin coming in and doing so well in his first 4 or 5 games. Yeah. Just seems to know where to go. Whereas Cox at the moment looks like a fish out of water, and it's like great athlete, but right now just not a great footy brain.
It's got to be a point though where like when you what they kicked last night, like 5-14, and it's not the first time that I can't put it all on Higgins.
They kicked like 4-19. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah, but like Higgins will have games or the Saints will have games where they outscore the other team by like 8 or 9 scoring shots and lose by 3 goals because Ben King has kicked 1-7 and Jack Higgins has kicked like 2-6, and like not like really tough chances deep in the pocket, but like running around from like 45 degrees and just missing.
Here's the thing. I reckon King at the end of his career will have kicked 700 plus goals and be an all-timer.
Heard it here first. 700
big
goals. Do you reckon Ben King, how far ahead? I mean, you think he's slightly above Harry Jones, but how far ahead do you think he is of his brother?
I think they're much of a muchness. Looking at the other King brother at the Suns before he did his knee, I thought last year he had a really good year. A few games he went quiet, but
he kicked more than Ben King last year, didn't he? He had the yips.
I'm not sure.
He had the yips in front of goal for ages. We need to start including in the stats out on the fulls, because I think like it skews
when kicking the goal.
Yeah, like it skews like your set shot percentage when it's like if you've had 6 shots and you kicked 3 goals, 3, but you sprayed 2 of them completely out on the full. Like you're not a 50-50 converter.
It's like you're much worse than that.
Yeah.
What about those ones where it's like lands about a meter out?
It gets rushed over.
Well, either rushed over or maybe your player takes a mark and it's like...
That's a goal assist. That's a goal assist.
Realistically, you missed the shot on goal. But
if you kick it and it gets rushed over, it doesn't go through as a point, right? It goes through as a rush behind. Yeah. But do you get a score assist?
I don't think so.
We're looking it up.
No.
What's the multi? What are you thinking?
I've got a couple. Are we able to back the doggies?
Yeah, do what you want. Should we write it down so we can tee it off as we go through it during the game?
Well, I've got Western Bulldogs by 1-39. Peter Wright to kick 2 goals. Parrish to get 30 plus, and McRae to get 30 plus.
No, like wild card in there to like pump it up?
Not in this one.
No, like stringer at like 6 clearances.
Nah, I've got some other little bets, but nothing too wild.
Yeah, be a good one, be an easy one. Essendon under 40 tackles. Probably not paying anything though.
Essendon's midfield combined to get less than 5 tackles. That would
Back
be
six,
paying like
Essendon's back
a
six.
$1.01.
It's sad, but it's true. They played terribly yesterday as well, Adelaide. You're hot on the GWS. You've backed them like every week. Like if you were right, they'd be like a top 6 team. If like that's where you think they are.
Well, they finished 7th last year and then they won the first final
Against Sydney.
Yeah, and I think they are a different team now with Toby Green back, and I would put them as a top 8 side if they keep their list pretty healthy with him in. The first few weeks I shouldn't have tipped them because without Green, I feel like they lack a forward presence.
Yeah.
Like Jesse Hogan's a bit hot and cold.
He kicked 4 yesterday.
Himmelberg is just a part-time player. And that Bobby Hill probably.
Fuck, that's right. This is Wakeman's day.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And Bobby Hill is someone who I think is a bit of a downhill scare. So I think when GWS are up and about, he looks really good, and if not, he sort of goes missing in a lot of games.
Have you watched that Show Me the Money yet? It's like that. It's like the talent agents of the AFL on the stand. There's one of the big. They only follow like 5 or 6 different trades, but like one of them is the Bobby Hill trying to go to Essendon.
I don't understand.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah. I can't believe we're going to get it, and it's like, no.
Yeah, it was like it was going all the way ahead, and then it was like final minutes. The GWS like, no, we don't.
It was the last day, and they're just like, no, we decided to keep him, and we'd already offered him a second round pick, and he was like, yeah, they said that he was going. He's like, yeah, I'm a Bombers man. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah,
Free kick, Wakeman.
Are we doing a shot for every time he kicks a goal?
Every
or
time he gets a free
kick?
Could Wakeman be the one that breaks Russ's sobriety? I don't know how to drink in 5 weeks either.
Yeah.
No.
You don't drink anyway, though.
No, I do.
Not really.
Well, if I'm drinking to excess.
Which means you never drink.
No, it means I do all my drinking in one session.
Twice a year.
Well, I've missed 2 weddings to my knees.
Who's wedding?
I missed Spoonie's wedding
Oh, yeah.
and Lindsay's wedding, the Skins boy. Come on, Peter, right? Kick another 7. Who's Laverde go to? Norton or Bontempelli?
Bond, I reckon.
I reckon Callie goes to the Bont.
How tall is Kelly?
It's tall enough.
He's
185 to 190.
Isn't Bont like 198?
No.
He's like
he's
6'4",
tall.
6'5",
I
isn't
don't
he?
think he's 190. I'll go with that.
Stop smiling, Heppel. Fire up. Get really pissed off.
Oh, shit. I did that. Bottle there.
It's 193 is the Bont.
I flip the coin.
Okay.
Yeah. Essendon Fremantle at Waverley Park.
I think he should have chose to keep that confidence within the group, but ultimately we've seen things that.
Let's go in the rooms.
You don't want it now.
Yeah, there should be Tita around there somewhere, mate. There's one here. It's here. Just on the other side of the mantle.
That's not going to be enough.
Jake Kelly's 190.
Oh, no shit. He's
Really?
tall.
Yeah.
I thought it was smaller, though.
Yeah, I thought it was like a...
No, I've always heard of him as a mid-sized player who can play like on a smaller player.
They didn't drop Shield.
He's playing.
It's a sub.
Yeah, I thought he might, because he didn't play today.
Absolutely superb. They barely missed, which
Fuck. Remember round 21, 2019?
Yeah, I was there the whole game, didn't leave.
Jesus. I never wanted to break a screen so hard. I might have gone through 2 mobiles. No, not in 2000. When was it? 21?
yes,
2021.
When was it? 19? 2019?
18, wasn't it?
they kicked
I was watching that in Berlin. Come on, Drapes.
All right, let's head to the first bounce at Marvel Stadium. It is the Bombers and the Western Bulldogs both desperate for the 4 points.
They put it, Marvel. Draper goes in the ruck against
Fuck
Marvel.
off. We need him. We need the 4 points.
Opposite forward off Waitman. Merrick quick hands to Draper. Flips all hands
That is not
over
an
the top.
hand pass too.
Gets rid of Trelaw. Handball smothered from Liberatore. Handball from
It must have that one.
Good boy, Jakey. Set the tone early. I like it.
That was the first win for the Bombers this afternoon. A contested ball, they turned it back over again. That's a good sign.
Why would Cutler call for that ball being only 6 meters from Nick Martin?
That's what they do. They love possessions.
Marvel Stadium, umpires told him to go. McGrath does now. Jackson down the line. Hit good looking ball.
Peter Wright.
Jackson aggressively in the air. Gardner did well with the spoil. Harry.
Good dust. 24 to go, Lock.
Short for a moment.
Or 29 to go.
Trying to get rid of River. Rickman, nice drawing.
28.
Ball. 24 last week. Parrish, second.
Oh,
Good
wow.
boy.
Yes.
Wow. Come on. Here's the start we need.
Another win too. They turned the ball over almost. The ball
Well, only parachute this
I was
time.
going to say, that's what you need to do with your 10 kicks and 31 handballs today, Das, is hit up targets inside 50. Good grab.
Great grab. Especially from a small player.
Directly in front.
Camped under it. Thought Nick Cox might come through and barrel it out.
Spoiler.
Get in. Good boy, Guelphy. I wonder what he was paying for 2 goals plus at the start of the...
Do that now, isn't it, man? You should have told me to put him in my
I thought
multi.
about it. I've been hot on Guelph since pre-season, mate. You and Russ thought he shouldn't have even got another year.
Come through.
That's my boy. He's leading the charge for most improved this year.
Yeah.
Agree?
I never said he should go drop though.
Not dropped, but like
I said he was a fringe.
I said, he was stiff to only get 1 year. But maybe that was the best thing for him. And maybe after this year, he gets his 3. What is he? 24? 25?
I'm pretty sure with the team photo, they made him sit right at the end just
Is he
just in case. Nah,
I
just in
think
case
it's
they cut him.
I see Waterman's finally got a photo, a face, a headshot.
It's because all the guys that got picked up those last list spots. That happens after photo day. So Martin.
No, Waters was picked up last year, like the start of last year.
Yeah, but he was picked up after the photo. Same as.
But even after the photo day this year,
Wow.
he never.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, as soon as photo day happened. But Martin and Wayne didn't
must
have a
be-
photo because they
Get up.
got picked up after photo day as well.
Come on, Jakey. Come on, Jakey.
Get
Oh,
quiet.
imagine. That's would have been it.
He's down full.
I forget. Don't show me hurt.
Ryan is a good reference.
Right off.
Players that are playing in and around him just need to make sure that they get in the right position, front and square.
McBride to Dale. Low ball from Dale. Different one to pick up from Rooksmith. Lovely handball.
Get there. Come on.
Beautifully by Daniel. Dale.
It's like this. They just
Oh,
waltz
that's
out of the back 50.
Bailey Smith.
Mace, that was just shit effort.
How do you get a player out the back like that?
Welcome back to football, Mitch Wallace. One down the throat. Marcus Bontempelli.
Come on, boys. It's not good enough.
I reckon teams are just circling every the round they play us and being like, sweet, we're gonna have the easiest
Yeah,
game
if you
out.
really need to run,
Mitch Wallace.
just bet we're going to make every clearance. He's missed.
Salutes up there, and what a big moment it is for him. Look at every one of the players from the Bulldogs coming. Congratulate him. He's unfortunately going to come straight to the ground
Yeah, good.
as a result of the rotations, but great to see this young man back in football and kicking the opening goal for the Dogs.
This is a great kick from Bontempelli. This is where he's at his most damaging, when he's actually
Nice.
kicking the ball inside 50. And Ross just has a happy knack of being able to make sure that he finds the right position.
Wasn't a good effort, but at the same time, you can't just leave your man and not influence the contest at all. Nowhere near it.
Tunnel.
Home. Back to Martin. He's harassed by.
Hold the
Good
ball.
boy, Darcy.
And Jimmy Martell, you mentioned it might be a free flowing open game. It certainly start that way.
Yeah, it's quite big there to really
Jimmy Bartel, you jetty dog.
Inside 50's important for these mids.
The Victoria will bounce one inside 50. Lovely counter, one-handed by Norton, then turned his man Ridley.
Ridley on Norton.
Split, gave it off to Wakeman. We go short to Vandermeer.
Indeed, so just a couple of gentle boos for Cody Wakeman.
Good boys, Essendon fans and girls.
I might have mentioned he doesn't have his whistle, or he's got a whistle properly. He didn't blow it. Just had to come in and tell the player.
Very experienced Chris Donald. He's probably worn his
What is that, 15, do you reckon?
Barely.
Here's a chance for Vandermeer to give the Dogs the lead for the first time this afternoon. Right on 50.
Won't register.
Keeps his average.
Won't register because it's an out on the floor.
Vandermeer, another one of those keep of the start this week.
Cheers, bro.
It's amazing how many players do that when they know they're on their distances.
Yeah.
But how they hit the ball so violently.
They're just trying to get that extra bit of leverage and over kicking it perhaps to Ray. Really nice fly. Daniel.
Chef's kiss, mate.
Got to enjoy watching this young man play his footy. Just superb foot skills, we all know about that. And just a relentless runner, really, isn't he?
Good Palmer last night. Was that last
Palmy.
night? Palmer?
Palmy.
Palmy? Must be from Geelong to New South Wales at the start.
Definitely Palmy.
That fucking nonsense.
Country boy. Where's Ridley's intercept marking gone?
It's flat, man. He's being flat. Bloody hell,
This looks
Russ.
incredible.
Wanna play?
No. Muscles a la Russ.
Bombers.
Boys talk. It's that Reed 31. And Fletcher's old number.
Oh,
How high? Oh, Jaw gave the umpire stink eye too. That's the scent, 50 metres.
Cox, run. Quick decision.
Do we say we have some?
Sure. Probably need more than one plate, seeing as there's three of us.
You can't move,
Work,
mate.
man. Go.
Oh, hold.
Good.
Good boy. I'll just have one bit of bread, mate, because I'll save some bread to dip in the sauce. Then.
Wasn't sure about that first kick that we
Legend.
because they have even numbers ahead of the ball. Essendon, but they're kicking so well that I'm run by at the moment at 95% efficiency, so they ended up in the right hands too.
Yeah, right.
Straight off the bench, that's unmanned.
Beautiful. That seems. Thank you. Gonna grab another
Kick.
2+ for right you had?
Well, earlier in the week I did say right for 3 goals plus, but just for this multi, yeah, 2 goals.
See how good it is to kick 2 goals straight as opposed to 2 behinds. Russ, I'm very impressed, mate. This is some gourmet shit.
Tomato sauce with mussels.
Just wondering about that whistle. I wonder whether they've got him a new one.
There's a kick back inside by Welly. Lucky to get to Martin, but then they're able to fix it up from there on.
Delish.
The Dogs were incapable of
On your Perko.
That first kick came across the
I've been so impressed with this second season. Cox has dropped off like a cliff, and Perkins has really taken another step, I reckon.
Remember the first 10 rounds of last year, we were like,
And gets a hand pass out of the centre as well.
Get there.
Is Hobbs playing?
Yeah.
oh,
Both of them.
Mate, get in the frame.
it's not comfortable sitting in the middle there.
I'll sit in the middle if you want. Just watch out my fucking knees.
Oh, smother with the face.
Look even more like Matthew Lloyd if his fucking snout's all over his face. Oh, that hurts.
Martin over the back. Will Smith in the side this afternoon.
Wasn't it you I was telling Nick Martin is the same height as Matthew Lloyd?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Russ, even though she's not here, I'll tell you, Georgie would have been very impressed.
Irish.
Daniel McRae sneaky. Duffy banged into the back of goal.
Hold it in.
Now, Lockie sandwich tackle. Good responders. Draper.
I wish KO came with a setting where you could opt to not have the Channel 7 commentators, but have like
It'd be good if you could choose different
Fox
radios.
commentary team.
And eventually
So Fox has do they have Dermot Brereton? He's the worst.
You don't like
He's the
Derby?
worst. And
I don't
one,
like-
he hates Essendon.
He-
Two, he's the worst commentator, right?
He-
Apart from Callie Underwood.
Kelly, was terrible. Dermy's often doing like the Sunday 4 p.m. game, like the nothing game.
Although this Swans and Lions game should be a cracker.
Who'd you tip in that one?
Wow. You weren't divulging any information before, were you?
I said I tipped with my head.
Whoa, dangerous kick.
Do you want a couple?
Yes, sir. Job Ridley.
I remember when you told Georgie that my fucking muscles.
Mate, you're the fan favorite. It's one person.
There's no one watching.
There's one person
Oh,
watching.
I remember when you said
We're
that
up.
my muscles were as good as Georgie's once, and Georgie took offense to it.
Got him high?
Oh,
Oh, it went the other way.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa, whoa.
man. And then he's put his arms up too. That's the scent, brother. Peach's 100th game. FYI. Jesus, Russ. Look at the size of these.
I was gonna say they're
bastards.
fucking big, aren't they? They're on special at the market, I thought.
Now, if you get caught holding the ball right, so the play's completely stopped, you shouldn't be able to come behind 5 meters of the mark.
If you get cold, you mean to take the mark.
No, a holding the ball decision.
Yeah.
So it's a stop play, right?
Yeah.
You tackle him, he's on the ground. At that point, he shouldn't be given time to go behind the mark because that slows down the whole, we want the play to be quick.
That's a fair call. And when it's Waitman, he should actually be penalised 50 metres for infringement.
Well, that's what I'm
He's
trying to
in the
say.
zone. He's in the zone.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, difference if it's like a free kick around the ground and like the player quickly like moves off the mark, but it's completely stopped.
I guess the argument is, oh, come on, Coxie.
Kick it.
Good boy. Good hit. Good boy, Coxie.
Oh, yes.
Get a leap out.
Come on, Poiter. I guess the argument would be when you take a mark or when the free kick's paid and he's on the ground, that's where the mark is. So it's the person with the ball's responsibility to come back from the mark.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the player who just got tackled and got paid.
Oh,
holding
I
the
see
ball
that they
against,
can't hold it in.
They shouldn't be able to run 5 meters off the mark like the tactic is at the moment.
Gotcha, yeah,
It's
gotcha,
a
gotcha.
completely stopped play.
Gotcha. Your stand.
Different if, let's say, you take a mark out in front of me, I quickly get off the mark. But
Mm-mm.
it's a stop play.
I get you.
He's a big bastard.
They're fucking humongous, man. I can taste the Southwest Pacific Ocean.
You want to help me out, Russ?
From the bottom.
Stop free kick.
That's not downfield.
Came up in 1974 and then they hit 2000 and 2001.
Yeah, it's like-
Heading for 3,000 next year, but 1,000 here today.
Oh yeah, the 1,000th game at Marvel.
Is this?
They were on Best on Ground last night. They were talking through like some of the best moments at Marvel. Do you remember when they were
Jesus,
playing,
look at the size of this one.
playing West Coast and Kevin Sheedy was like fucking just giving the old necktie, Colombian necktie to
The muscles?
someone West Coast.
Yeah, I gotta bring this. Can you go
Hi.
daddy for a sec, please?
You want cucumber, Bubba?
No, mate, you should play for Essendon.
We're very lucky then.
You gonna take your shoes
You want
off
some
and
bread,
daddy?
like as well?
Yeah, I love that.
You go see daddy for a sec, please?
Yeah, come here, Baba.
So I can bring that thing in.
Oh, we had the viewer.
You gotta stay in here, Baba. Just gotta work with mom. Just 1 minute.
He has just like not been a feature at all for the last 18 months in the lineup, has he?
Beveridge was playing.
Isn't he vice captain?
He was, and then they
Yeah.
dropped him.
You wanna take your shoes off?
She's.
I fucking smoked her in the head with the blower.
Say you learn.
Like, right there. Mike is such a weird cunt.
It's recording. He might be listening.
Who?
Our next door neighbor. So I'm out there blowing the driveway, and he's out there blowing his driveway, and he has a bigger blower. So he comes over and starts blowing over where I'm blowing.
He always
And then
like
walks
as
past
soon
it
as
and
we.
does our whole driveway, but like he's this
might
far
make eye
from me,
contact.
blowing, and I'm like, hi, and he's just like, doesn't say anything.
For a jerk.
Well, it's very
Shy.
nice. You're doing me a favor, but it's just
They wave when they drive past.
she does.
I thought you meant he's blowing back over all the stuff you've blown away or back.
No, he was like blowing on his far end, and then came over and like did my blowing for me whilst I'm in the middle of it.
I think if a viewer jumps in and all we're talking about is blowing your next door neighbour, I feel like it could be.
You might have to go over there and tell him not to
Maybe
help you
your
with the chores.
listenership will just go right up.
How do you blow me one?
Could blow
That's
up.
what you need. Just put her shoes away.
Can you not help her?
Bit of chili in there as well, Russ.
Just a hint.
Like it.
You might need a bigger.
Yeah.
Look in the where the pantry is. The cupboard just to its left. Boys, we don't need two blokes man in the mark. It's silly.
Does all the right things. Smart use with the ball by hand or foot. Another aggressive switch from the Dogs. Gardner to O'Brien.
Don't let me forget to ask Stevens if they gave me a salt or the jigsaw again tonight.
Sorry?
Don't let me forget to ask him where the jigsaw again tonight to do all those dowels.
Yeah. Good lucky.
Maybe a free kick for Lonnie McNeil.
Who?
I'm a pro now.
Our other neighbours,
Easily they won't the Bulldogs on the switch.
Paul and Mieta, who were here last week. He's an engineer
First goal of the season in the 8th of his
and like handyman through the roof. Anyway, Kat goes over yesterday and she's like, "Oh, can you just give me a hand? I just got to cut these like 4 pieces of wood." And then he's like, "Yeah, no worries." So he comes over. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon, and then Kat starts explaining to him what he's trying to do. I ended up telling Mieta to come over for dinner because Kat and Paul were still trying to put this fucking thing together like 8:30 last night.
Okay, first of all, it's 6:30 when you invited me in.
No, because then you have to go back to Bunnings.
Okay, Mieta wanted to go to Bunnings for starters.
He's like, she
And-
worked him in for a 10-minute job and he was here like 6 hours later.
I just asked for help sawing, and then obviously he was able to deduce that I probably needed more help than that.
He was like, "I'm not leaving you unsupervised
it was
with my house
tactical.
with my saw."
We often talk about the connection piece going forward. This is the flip side defending. We see Bailey Dar receive.
Anyways, I'll have you know that I had taught him 2 things about carpentry yesterday. So,
Next time Mieta comes over, you should bring that tiramisu. That was fucking. That was elite. That's one of the best tiramisu I've ever had.
With like the crumb bottom.
Oh my god, it's so good. I was thinking about it during the week.
you want some snacks?
Georgie was like, "Dean, can you finish mine?" She's taking like 2 bites. She's a bit too strong for me. Dean's like, "Yep."
Come on, boys.
You have makeup all over your face, babe.
Blind in the middle, is he?
You're probably gonna need to cover that black.
He's
eye.
going in and out. Perko's had a been in there. Took him on.
Oh,
Holding the ball.
Nice work.
Good read.
Fucking Waitman. Yes.
Well done,
Go.
Caldwell.
Fast,
Come on,
fast,
Sharon.
fast, fast.
Go. Got to go.
Guelphy.
Now turn Guelph.
Stringer,
2 on
Deep,
1.
deep, 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 deep.
go short or fast.
Come on. Come
It
on,
wasn't
Peter.
like no one made leads.
Draper.
Oh, Draper.
He's done himself.
Oh.
Jeez, he took
He's
it away
such a
from
rough
Smith
man.
as well. Look at this. Smith, no. Oh, no. He just grabbed it.
Mama, do you want this muscle?
Want someone hit? Good kick. Oh,
No, it's not.
Bubba.
Oh,
deliberate.
Jesus.
Yeah,
They're huge.
And then it's handing me a shelled
Oh.
mussel.
Oh, yeah, I'll put a few on the plate for you.
It's okay, I'm really full. I mean, I might have a piece of bread, but other than that, I'm pretty full.
I thought that was one of Hep's best kicks and then ended up being 2 meters over.
Yeah, mama.
Good boy, Drake. Take your full 30 seconds and then short pass. Jakey. Oh. Durham. Dunkley should get
throw
a
the
fucking
head back.
acting. Yeah, he should get a free kick against.
You should see on the VFL, Brian, probably the best acting I've ever seen. He was running into a pack. He got there way too late. Someone dived on the ball and he did the whole trip over. And he got done for tunneling. The other guy got done for tunneling.
I thought I was going to lose my dip.
You know how we were talking last week how like contact below the knees just and kicking in free, kicking in
Yeah,
danger
didn't-
just doesn't get paid anymore.
Didn't someone's gonna get suspended? I reckon this week.
There was one paid, yeah.
They reckon he's gonna get suspended for it because it was that blatant.
Oh, come on, Sammy. What? Ah, Hobbsy. Get it, Golf. Good boy. Oh, come on. That is not a push in the back. Yeah, put your hands down, Golf.
Sorry, gonna make 50. It's bullshit.
Get in.
Good.
Oh! Go, come on. Oh.
Good work, Martin. Though, fucking making something out of nothing.
High. Again high.
No, it's Waitman. He doesn't get paid.
And he's holding it still. Oh, Draper. He's done that well the last 2 weeks, float back into the hole.
And knows to get rid out of his hands straight away.
And then hand pass it. Don't try to do too
Yeah.
much. Yeah. No problems with that at all. Take the mark and then give it to someone who's got, foot skills. Oh my God.
Why do we take that kick?
It's nothing else. But look at us just standing there. Like, that's the problem. No one is moving at all.
Just point, stand and point.
That was a throw. Oh, every time Waitman goes to ground, it's a free kick.
I fucking hate Waitman so much.
Play on.
See, he was talking about how, like, holding free kicks is a skill that not enough players have.
Yeah, it's
that
part of his
only he
skill
has.
set. Holding the ball. Just dragged it in.
Oh,
Merritt, what
see,
the hell is that?
handball.
Good boy, Kelly.
1 meter handball to a player that's just under
Stationary.
as much pressure. It's like,
Facing you too. There's no awareness
Yeah.
of what's going on behind him.
but it's like, oh, I've got to get rid of it. Hold on to it for 1 extra second and make a better decision. It's like they play hot potato.
I wouldn't have handballed that to him either.
Oh, so skip it in another
He's on his wrong side.
He sold
Come on,
some.
Drake.
He sold some candy, but to the captain.
Get back. Oh,
Come
Caldwell.
on, Caldwell
Ah.
misses. Thought he was elite. Look, your boy was elite.
Mm.
Elite. You want a few more?
I'm up for them. This is getting around the ground well.
We're only fucking 25 minutes in.
Which is exactly what you want to do once they get to the mid part of the ground. It actually turns some speed on.
Did you moz us with how good's been 2 goals straight and now we're 2 goals today?
Been rushed though. Oh, and Caldwell.
And Draper. Get there.
I guess we'll move from set shots.
Oh God, Wait was there.
To be fair, the Bulldogs are 3-0-3 out of the Fulls. So I guess if you're going to have a ping, getting 1 point's better than getting none.
Not much better though.
Not my bro. We're the first 6. We do too much of this, like, converge on the ball, like 3 Bombers players onto 1 Bulldog, and then it's just...
Truck's demonstrating right now.
Explaining what he'd like to see. There's the disposal efficiency, both high, extremely high. Parrish.
That's the handball.
Yeah. So, but Cutler was calling for it 1 metre away. No wonder our players fucking make the wrong decision.
Now Williams penetrating long ball.
In the back.
Eyes underneath it.
Yeah. You gotta do better, Heppel.
They had what they wanted there too, the Bulldogs. They had more nice one with the 1-on-1. Just couldn't quite drag it in.
Here to Reed. The famous number 31 of Dustin Fletcher.
Do you reckon if Fletcher's son comes back to play, they'll be like, Reed, we're going to give you a new number? Surely, father, son, you can opt to get your dad's number.
Yeah. Well, when Gary Ablett came back, Gary Ablett Jr. came back to Geelong, they made the dude that had his number give it back to him.
5, who is that? It's Jeremy Cameron now. Would you? If Gary Ablett came back to the club and you had his dad's old number, he was like, would you mind? I'd be like, get your own fucking number. You fucking left.
It would be...
you fucking left.
I don't think it would be Gary Ablett Jr. going up and asking him, hey, do you mind? It would be like, it would take it away from you.
Yeah,
really?
give us that
Who the
job.
fuck are you?
I'm
You
like,
don't have 2
fucking
knees.
You fucking left. You went to the Suns, mate.
You have 2 knees. You have it.
Oh, get it out.
You're back. Yes, my love. Oh, thank you. Woohoo.
You got any sours?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm fine, thanks.
No
Kat.
sugar.
I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, we've got full sugar ones too.
Nah, I don't know. Ice cream or ice.
Ice cream. You know, for a panel that has someone that legitimately works for Peters, I would have thought we'd maybe get like a bit of a Maximon representation or something on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I don't mind Maximons Rust if they're floating around next time. The new choc mint one, I wouldn't mind a couple of those.
The new choc mint. Why would you throw a sour out? That's the whole point.
Do a whiskey sour.
No, thanks. I'm not a sour. Actually, if you got a cola one, I'll take a cola one.
The umpires are too whistle happy.
Now we'll go there. The Bombers get a 2-on-2 here.
He was very adamant that you have that.
Good girl.
For us?
Oh, it's going to play holding the ball.
Can't.
Come on.
So they get the benefit here, the Dogs. Richard's a smart kick to all the ground.
Just find a lot of space in the front half to launch.
Cheers, Bubba.
For Martin to run into.
Oh,
Jeez.
Hold it in.
Martin.
Let's go, Cutler.
With a little handle out to Cutler. There's under 25 seconds.
Come on,
Run,
bro. Just run.
Run. Oh, God.
Get out of the way. Oh, my God.
We always do this. Are we getting stuck too far up the ground as if we're trying to go back too hard? Gotta leave some sort of structure there, like, for our fucking backhands kick to.
Good boy, Ridley.
Keep it alive, and that'll see us to quarter time here. The Western Bulldogs.
How many times did that happen last week on Anzac Day? We got caught on the wing and we just stopped, tried to go backwards and then turned it over.
The problem there was not only did we get sucked up too far, we all got sucked to the ball.
Too close.
And now there's not like Heppels that literally run in Durham's way there. Get the fuck out of the way.
It's like they're trying to link up and they can't link up. You gotta spread a bit.
All right. I'm happy with that first quarter-ish. Let's have a look.
Free kicks. The umpires paid about 30 free kicks in the first quarter.
I was very surprised to see we have a positive free kick differential for the season. It's like +2.
Yeah, great.
Merritt has 11. Parrish has 10. Redmond has 8. Cutler has 7. Draper has 6. Durham has 6. Gorky has 6. Martin has 6.
We know you always work hard for your money. In these uncertain economic times, put your trust to
Come on, Stringer.
invest.
And Waters.
Australia's multi-award.
Baldwin has -3 fantasy points.
It means he hasn't touched it. You gave her a free kick.
Oh, okay. You don't get a sympathy point for smothering with your face.
Last week would have been very close to the same thing.
One time, when someone in my league had a -6, the guy gave away 2 free kicks and then did an ACL in the third quarter. It was like an elite player too that normally scores like 100 points, like one of his best on ground.
Paul Boyd yesterday for North Melbourne. First game, third quarter. Got tackled over the boundary line. Just scared each other. What a way to go out. All right, Lockie, thoughts? First quarter? Too much getting fucking sucked into the one spot, not enough spread?
Yeah, very disappointing ball use out of our back 50 as usual. We're just unable to cleanly move the ball from our back 50 to our forward 50. And whether that's our structure as in all our players get back too hard and therefore there's no one actually to kick to, or players are just missing hand passes where it's like, oh, you've got an open, like a chain link that you could create and they just push it.
Do you think it's an overcorrection? Do you think we've talked so much about no defensive running that now every player is trying to get defensive and then there's not enough spread?
Yes.
Like they're just not holding their width.
Yes and no, but like, not Waitman, Mitch Wallace gets out the back for an easy goal. So that's something like Laverde hold like back on your player. Like you don't have to try to influence the contest if you don't need to.
I don't think that shouldn't be Laverde there though. Like Laverde should be up that ground with where Norton and Bontempelli are both in that contest.
So who plays on Mitch Wallace? Is it a Kelly? Is it a Heppel?
It's probably a Heppel.
Oh, fucking bad luck to us.
Then that's why he's kicked 2 goals.
It was probably
That's
Heppel's man and his buddy up the wing. No man's land.
Ball watching. Your thoughts, Russ? Muscles are on point.
I don't enjoy the muscles.
The muscles are big.
I'm happy we got blown away that first quarter. I reckon it's going to be a good game.
We're such a momentum team, though. Like,
We knew
if
that.
Caldwell kicks that one and Draper kicks that one, and like if Draper gets up and about, the whole team gets like up and about.
I don't think this is a team that's going to blow us away. We kind of thought in that first quarter, if we can make it to that first quarter and we're competitive, the game's on. They could easily just put it. We didn't want that 6-goal put away in the first quarter and then come out like they're going to win.
Oh.
Look at Kevin. Further out angle behind him, he's calling for it. I'm open. I reckon secretly Bucky's hating the fact that they're winning.
Nah. Do you reckon on some level he's like all those things though that I put into plan are actually starting to pan out? It's just they got rid of me before the opportunity to pan out occurred.
Yeah, probably.
Papa, take your icy cold off the floor, please. Yeah.
We got Port Adelaide at the end of May, and then we have a bye, and then we have Carlton,
No, you have another one out here.
and then the
You don't need
Saints.
another one.
We finally get to play the Eagles. It's not till round 15. They'll be good by then.
Yeah.
They'll sort all this shit out.
At ground level by either team, so there hasn't been a lot of tackling at ground level pressure. So the ball has been pinging up and down the ground a lot. I thought the Western
Stringer's going into the centre.
Opportunities where the players in their forward line that they targeted had half grounded the ball that they weren't able to actually clunk it. We saw that with Bontempelli, Steph Martin, and also Norton. So that's going to be a real challenge if they keep getting this sort of supply.
Yeah, the entry for goal scoring hasn't been perfect yet, has it? It's been
Is it cold yet?
70%, but not quite as the forwards would like it to be able to be in a really good position.
There you go. Kelly's on weight.
Dolan, I think, has a new P.
Get there, Merritt.
So he's ready to go. Merritt.
Coxie.
Rolling forward, Cox with just a little hand in
Who
there.
the fuck's that ginger?
Good user. Opens
Who's
him up
down?
in the middle as well. Player to
Merritt.
not feeling well, Merritt. Richards, couple of bounces, good ball, Miller.
Big spoil.
Knocked away by Ridley. Thought he held it long enough. Vandermeer now. High footy. Waitman's going to launch here.
Waitman's gone. That's an
If you
unrealistic
go up,
attempt.
yeah, I was gonna say,
And you don't touch the ball.
if you got 2 weeks too early, take everyone out of the pack.
But got there.
Merritt just back up and running, up and right in the breadbasket. He did, when someone like a Whiteman does what he did then, it actually disrupts everybody around, even though he doesn't.
Yeah, that's why it's
go
an
off the ball, he doesn't
infringement.
go out for a kick, but he makes it really difficult for the defence as well.
So
Latham.
Vandermeer. Kick of 45. Low, hard, and strong.
Very good goal.
Oh, well, it was bullshit. Waitman gave away a fucking free kick that wasn't paid. Just jumped front on into the pack. No, like intention to get anywhere near the ball. Had already hit the ground by the time the ball got into the contest.
And as Tim said, Waitman getting involved, bringing it around, launching himself. I'm not sure Victor people's down there would all be all that happy with him, but as you say, it creates an unpredictable environment.
Don't do that. It's the miss. Let's just
Well,
switch
he's
this.
got for Whiteman. Okay, so he comes in from the side.
I guess he pushed his own player in the back.
Place around it, you get the ball to ground, and then you got a ground level play. There you go. He just knocks the ball. He doesn't even touch the ball in the end, but he just knocks a couple of defenders out of the way. He's always going to fight for the ball. He hasn't seen one he doesn't like.
Marching out to 10 points. And Stringer gets onto the end of it, runs into Trelaw, and then Bontempelli joins in.
Push him back.
Descent. From Bulldogs.
So they go McGrath, even at centre bounces, will go back to follow Bailey Smith.
Interesting. McGrath's played that soft tag a few weeks in a row now.
7th touch coming up for Bailey Smith.
You see the tag on Ed Langdon yesterday?
Yeah.
Album's only like 10 possessions.
Right over the top, no one touched it. Dodson got numbers at the back.
Whoa!
Oh, of course not.
And 50. Good boy, Pidge.
But sometimes you just got to fire it in quickly to the dangerous parts of the game. Like he doesn't get a ball, he doesn't get a.
That's why I like him off the half back.
But
He's desperate.
it was a difficult one then for the Bombers to actually defend.
Ridley to Redmond.
Not in a bad sense.
Going long around the outer wing.
Whatever works.
Might put him there. Do his best moves out the back door. Bontempelli.
Baldwin at this level just doesn't
I'm
quite,
off Baldwin.
isn't quite at the speed of the game.
I'm off him.
If he doesn't show
Cutler's
anything,
just kicked that ball 40 meters directly up.
Oh, right. Oh, Harris.
Goals.
Yeah, snap.
Good snap.
What's with stringing up making the distance all the time?
He gets around the body 50 meters.
A couple of
It's a
games,
pretty big ass.
the last two matches, he's had 2 shots where haven't even made the distance, like 10, 20 meters.
Hamstring.
Long down the line. Wakeman set himself over the back of Ian Kelly.
Good boy. Just punch him in the face and then get on with the game. Boy, Laverde.
You want a free kick? Here's your free kick.
Yeah, fucking hype, man.
Oh, good work, Ryan.
Oh,
Why would you kick it there?
it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Sort it out. Sort it out. Sort it out.
Not really. We're still in there.
Sort it out.
So Redmond will just go for territory. 2-on-2. Get over the back. Slap back wide.
See the pre-tackle by Guelph. He's just holding his hips just for.
Good boy, Mason.
Wants to go. Dars got on the Merritt. Have a look at this.
Come on.
In front of Merritt. Cox
Yes.
to Stringer.
Ooh, it looks
Stringer.
good.
Get up.
Oh, right. I didn't mind
It's alright.
that.
It's alright. It's alright.
Come on. Kick it.
Martin, goals. Don't you pass it off. Good boy.
Oh. I needed him for a goal.
Go give
Yeah.
Daddy big kissy. Yes. Mama has to bring this in before it rains.
Give him up.
Just 1 minute.
Get some cucumber. Yeah, look, we're lucky. He's in his own now. Yeah, come on. She's coming. She's going to bring her thing in. Look. See? She's going to rocky with it.
Kelly thought he was going to put a loop in his leg and go back and then come forward again, but he just went forward. Just left.
That's good. Cucumber.
Side of the ground. He thought he was going to go there. 2 set shots, 10-1 for the season.
It looks like it.
Fuck you, Waitman.
Russ's thoughts exactly.
So much
Oh,
time.
fuck.
I just need one more fucking coat on the top.
We need the next goal. It's not, yeah, it's not holding the ball just because you get tackled. Like, you still have to
If you've
do
got
something.
an arm for it, a lot of the time you've got that top ball.
We need the next one. It's only 10 points, but 16 starts to get a bit like. Good boy, Drake.
He's got it. Hang it with Daddy for like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I just have to do the top real quick.
It's alright. Look, she's just there. Look, watch how far she's gonna pay. Okay. Good girl. Here she is. Look. You can see her doing that. You're okay. Here she goes. See? Listen.
Right, kid. Hey, not into the mic.
Keep it down.
Oh, well.
Look, you can see it. Look, you can see it. Look, listen. Yeah. It's all right. All right. Which one is it? It's okay.
Sit in, son.
It's all right. She's coming back. An uncontested defensive 50 mark. So a guy who's like 185.
Pop down.
Please.
This is how I feel watching Essendon games.
Careful.
You want to get it?
In the back. What was that for? Mateo, enough, Baba. Wait, ready?
Just give it a minute.
Gotta go.
Oh. Good work, Cox. Good hands. Oh.
He just went over one.
What are you doing, Cox?
Mateo, that's enough, Baba.
Why give it to Cox? Why did they even give him the footy?
Look, even fucking Truck's pissed off.
Why is he even playing for us today?
Cox is Cutler last year, right now.
Cutler had a good back end of the season.
He played a good last 3 games. Is he what'd you make? Cassioto? Mocked up mojito?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
Oh, try.
Good cup. Not very cold. You take it down freezing down your road.
Sorry? It's easy.
The instruction was to no hold.
I want to see Truck break a phone, give the players a spray.
There's a reason that Clarkson is the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah.
He did that
Punch a
shit. He
wall.
did all that shit.
Cox, he just looks like a player so devoid of confidence. Why keep playing him at this level? Like, no wonder McGrath has to dump kick when people hand pass it to him when he's under pressure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the dump kick, but you know what's better than just standing there watching everyone run up the field and kicking it
So,
to
like, look, there was 5 hand passes there, all backwards to a stationary player. And then the last one, obviously, has to dump kick it.
Why don't you shut up, BT? Oh, that's a throw.
Even that one.
High. Throw.
Our game style is fucking pathetic these days.
What is it? I couldn't even tell you what it is.
It is hand pass to a player 1 metre away who's about to get tackled.
At least we're sticking to the plan.
It's working.
They're consistent.
It's not working, but we're working it. We're committed.
Give it to the player on the outside. Merritt. Oh, don't give it to Cox. My God. Get the football out of his hands.
The ladies went for a set shot there, the way he lined up to kick it 15 metres.
Yes. Put your arms up.
Red dog. Red dog, run quick.
Red dog, get the ball 15 meters before the mark and then take a full run up.
Handball to yourself. And, yeah, to the 50.
Is that it? I feel like he kicks like one of those handball goals every 2 weeks.
I did 2 weeks in a row, hasn't it, since?
Oh, get in.
You did Tristan. We were 2 goals straight. I'm blaming you.
I guess someone else has to take the blame. Someone's got to be at blame, and it doesn't look like the players are going to take responsibility.
Can't let him kick it up the middle.
Liver is not a tall target. Gotta go Laverde. Good boy.
Oh,
Yuck.
alright, get there, Rids.
Yeah, good work.
Big spoil.
Good carry.
Fuck, how do we let him get those goals? We fucking suck.
We can see the players coming from everywhere. His first career goal in game number 2.
Oh, Russell.
That's a rude pill.
A bit of something.
What's in that?
Is that just to get us through the game, Russ?
Huh?
Is that just to get us through the game?
Are you off the booze? You're on the gasoline?
You know what?
It's fucking strong, whatever it is. What is it?
Blood orange tonic water and
Oh, it's
passion
a tonic
fruit.
water. I'm not a massive tonic water guy.
No, you like flavours.
Apprenticeships in local footy in 2018 and 19. Spent 3
Fairmont.
years on the Footscray VFL program while working as an apprentice Sparky. Gets his opportunity.
He looks like he's stuck his fucking fork in a few fucking PowerPoints. Why are we playing Baldwin instead of a second ruck and pulling Peter Wright again out of the forward 50 to help Draper?
Because we're a shit
ball.
football club.
You're gonna have to write a letter. Make a letter.
Wants to go quickly. Had Redmond coming past. Goes more direct.
Alright, get up.
Baldwin. Can get it in the air? Waterman. Right.
One-handed hand pass.
Hold
You
it.
may as well just throw it out of bounds.
You should have just held it. You didn't have time to get rid of it anyway.
But neither have been able to take a mark inside that attacking. It's a fine line. Dale, beautiful hit again.
That's what I mean with our zone. Like-
Daniel, who receives from McComb, kicks towards the wing.
You can't let him get to the wing, forward of the wings, yeah, like that quickly.
Expansive game now.
No wonder our backmen are just copping it
Punched away by
every single week.
McNeil at the front. He's bustled to
Dived
the
on it.
ground. McBurney
Dived on it.
Send. He's on drop.
Sets the dogs. Like a boxer against someone who isn't throwing punches, Tim. You've got
You're a bit calm there for someone who's fucking getting punished. And
I don't think
He
he's
looks
calm. I'm
frustrated.
like, why won't you fucking idiots do what I tell you to do every time I talk to you?
Play high balls, right at tackle.
Is that an infringement? You gotta push
Daniel
it
kicks,
front?
which starts to tip the ball gets there quickly. It just spreads the field from the defensive part of the ground
Okay.
so that they can attack.
So shit,
I mean, they're an older team against a younger team. They know what they're doing, so risks can be taken more often, I guess. Understanding exactly what it is they're trying to do. Dunkley released quickly. Forward roll. Back into Darrell.
Alright, boys. Through the guts.
Go,
Respect.
go, go.
Move it.
Does he go?
What is that kick?
precision.
That's what keep in mind. But now what to? Good.
Oh, fucking hell, mate.
Oh,
Oh,
he's necked
you're
it.
clotheslining
That's
him.
almost reportable for striking.
Through there. The guts.
High ball, right to come over the top.
Coco.
Did well O'Brien.
Durham.
Yes! Oh, I got so excited then.
Oh, and they pay the leg.
Short to Wiggins. 40 and a little bit of space hits in that direction.
Jazzy boy. We are fucking slow and confused, mate. We don't just look at it.
Now Heppel for a couple of minutes.
Jesus,
Hep.
Heppel.
Worked for well.
Caldwell flips it back to Heppel. Reed immediately tackled by Smith.
No, it doesn't have it.
Oh.
Delivery tackle.
Man up.
Goes inside 50.
Someone go with Trelaw, please.
Well done.
Good boy, Laverde.
All of it, eh?
I actually feel so bad for our backs.
Yeah.
Ridley, Laverde. These guys are just getting hung out to dry
Yeah.
one-on-one. Because the fucking mids and the forwards are
They don't
shit.
run back, yeah.
Well, they don't run back.
And there's no
they-
time to get back.
Like, they fucking hand pass it like 3 meters to one another and get tackled.
But Baldwin's rocking now. He's becoming a new living boy.
No winner here.
Third game player.
It's pretty much still end to end.
I'm fucking into Heppel. Heppel is just not doing enough as a captain.
He's the vacuum, mate. The Dyson. He fucking sucks.
Whether it should be in or not.
Sucks all the air out of the room.
It's like he's a motivational speaker, and that's all he does.
Yeah, he just, yeah.
Alrighty, lads, great effort. Like, we were right there. We lost by 10 goals, but we
Moments,
were right
boys,
there.
moments.
We're going to learn from this.
Good hit, Perkins.
All right, got to be
Take
scared.
it on and open it up. Good boy. And then that's just.
What is with our fucking entries?
Oh,
Just
God.
like 345
In the
out.
back!
Be tougher.
Back to Duray, and now perhaps out of trouble here from McCone as he goes wide.
No sufficient attempt.
Very wide. So once again, they're creating the opportunity.
There's no one there.
You just not hit the
That's
target.
letting them down. That was a great and brave, courageous kick across the center of the ground.
Dropped.
So fucking put a line through it. He's done. Captain just get crossed up.
Defense around when they're prepared to be bold and aggressive. Well done, McCone.
Tackle.
Managed to kick through that traffic, throws it on the boot. Wakeman an awkward one as he slips. Dunkley just handballs
Down the
it.
grass.
Someone ship it off. Talk, boys.
Both go to ground together. Ball spills out in the Redmond direction. McNeil puts some pressure on. Keppel, Merritt.
Kelly.
Keppel stands up in the tackle.
McGrath.
Releases to McGrath.
Oh, give me one of the snores.
Did he even? No, I don't think he did.
There's no one on him. He's doing the tap
He's
line.
just. That's a 4-meter kick.
That is fucking ridiculous. No one even.
Go back to when the ball was bubbling around. Heppel hand passed to Merritt 1 meter
You
away.
just got it up off the. I think he's just trying to get it up off the ground and get it to a player that's on their feet.
Fucking
But I
kick
agree.
it out of bounds. Like,
I agree. But we've just fumbled it all the way out of our fucking forward 50 twice now.
Lock it in your forward line and apply that pressure. That is the modern game. And the Dogs did it well. It's only 40, the beneficiary.
So much for not getting blown away.
We've got to kick the next one. That's for fucking damn sure.
There's nothing easy about
But this is it. Like,
what we've got to hear.
we've got this basketball game style where it's like they go forward, score, we go forward, score, they go forward, score. And we're happy to do that all day. But then we get to this point where it's like we go forward, fumble it around a little bit, fuck it up, turn it over, they go forward, score. We go forward, fumble it around a little bit, turn it over, they go forward, score.
40 kicks the goal. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the half.
Haven't blown them out of the water yet, but the signs don't look great the way that they're starting to control this game.
Good boy, Jay.
Goals in a row is a good
Good Parish.
from there.
Yeah, the
Why
way
not get it
umpire,
out?
fucking hell.
get up.
Peter Wright.
This footy, both hands on
On Hobbs.
Kept his feet.
Get a string on.
Up around the corner.
We
Yeah.
really needed. Again, didn't make the fucking distance.
It's a hard kick.
Still, he can kick those.
It's a kick that he's wanting to bounce in the goal square and dribble through. And it's just that they're getting someone back, which is like the complete opposite of what we do.
Is that really the game style when when there's people inside 50 though?
Looks like it. He's done it fucking twice now.
No, he's done it about 5 times in the last 3 games.
No, I mean, twice today. See, now Laverde's at half forward. And you better believe there's no one that's going to be covering for him at the back.
It's got Williams or Dale takes the deeper option. Dale scissors another kick.
Good go, 3 on 1 and they win it.
Come on, you got players. You got numbers here. We're all getting too close.
Nice vision.
All right.
So what are they? Come back at the ball.
Don't in the distance. Don't go for it.
It's another one of those pop-ups.
Yes.
Good boy.
2 meter. Good work.
Good body work, Peter.
All right. This kicks off my multi. 2 goals.
Parrish has had a few. What's he had? 20? 18?
And then this time, with that great
Parrish
kick
is
from
15 on track.
Okay.
Merit for 24. Guess how many hand passes?
22.
18.
I was going to say 19.
18.
Good boy, Peter. Just leave him out of the fucking rock. Just let him kick goals, please. Fuck's sakes.
The Bombers having a few good minutes here. Tim mentioning a little earlier that feels like the game.
All right, Jazzy, if you can hear me, we're going to cross to you at halftime for your thoughts and some stats, so get them ready.
Here's a start. We're shit.
I've looked at a few numbers and it turns out we're fucking terrible.
Here's a stat. Merit 6 kicks, 18 hand passes. Parrish 5 kicks, 10 hand passes. No wonder we fucking suck. We hand passed 3 to 1.
And look what happened there when Parrish did kick it. It opened the game up.
Previous to that, it was that battle right in the middle.
That's a good grab.
But they had to win.
Yeah.
I think they got the numbers there. They didn't give up.
He's
Bloody
fucking
should've.
8 foot long arms.
Over McRae if he didn't mark that.
Really experienced player. And look at that setup in the centre circle there. 4 Bombers to the right.
I was going to say, surely we're calling that back.
4 on offensive. Out of the middle.
I reckon there should be the opening bounce and then throw it up every single time.
I think it's just play it where it lies.
47 minutes between Bomber goals. It was Draper magnificent.
Aye.
Parrish unlucky not to get the 3 as well. Merritt to Redmond.
Kick the
this.
fucking ball.
And to Merritt now. Just got to go back here and be careful, Dale. Handball's not smothered at all.
Good, does.
Hit one to his favourite side. Little beautiful chip ball.
Jesus.
Good, Redders.
Working really hard. He wants to
Go deep.
Get it in long.
Go deep.
For the big man. Draper was there in the pocket.
Oh, take it.
Oh,
Good grab.
Aimed it.
how's that not?
Paid it.
Calm down.
How about getting tackled after?
50.
50. He took it to ground after unnecessarily.
He saw the umpire just saying,
He just drew the ball, didn't he?
I fucking hate that, Rip.
Oh, fuck it. I'm the same. Shave your fucking chopper handlebars.
I understand.
He just saw Jackie Stringer and said, I know this bloke's not going to let me down. So I'm on the drop puck. As just a little
Can't string up.
Come on,
he doesn't make the distance here.
He's not going around the body.
Very good at this.
Come on, Jake.
Jake Stringer.
This one's for all the schoolgirls.
This will bring them right back.
He's missed that.
Just misses left. It was a very, very good try.
3 goals, 7 to 6 goals today.
Still time, a minute 38 to
And
the
3 out
half.
of the fools.
And the Bombers would love to
2
secure one
didn't make
more
distance.
before the half
Yeah,
break.
2 cut up the goals.
The rest of the Dogs would love to quash the
Come on, boys. We need one more.
Dale was
We
going
need
the
to
next 10.
with a ultra-aggressive kick to Bontempelli.
That's not a matchup I want to see.
Now they've got a man out. Set play for the
How do we
Dogs.
not have a tall, like, guarding the corridor?
It can't be Parrish running with Bontempelli.
No, it has to be one that we, like, leaders on the field. And
Cox get in the
2,
hole. That's not the hole.
He wants to attack.
That's the hole.
Mark at the front.
Oh.
Bontempelli rises through the pack. Norton. McCone brings it back in.
McCone.
Not 15. He's going to be in front of
Oh,
Oh, Silky.
oh,
nice.
this is
Look at that
fucking
step.
elite.
Run! You got a paddock.
we got no one in front of us. Like,
Oh, fuck
we don't
me.
have a single player fucking forward of football.
That is infringement.
Gotta run it.
And surely you can't call play on as an opposing player is like running past the man that's currently on the mark. Like running
Yeah.
past over the ball.
Hobbs, Stringer still calling for it. He's going to hang off this contest and let Corbett
Get out.
compete. And a frustrated Jake Stringer, arms in the air.
He wanted the ball to get there a lot quicker than what it did, Jake Stringer.
The supporters do as well, Jake.
The panel does at least.
So 34 seconds.
Come on, one more.
McRae.
Fuck you,
Smith,
Trelaw.
Gallagher. Trelaw to Norton.
Do you reckon Trelaw gets one paycheck, or do you reckon he gets a paycheck every month from the Bulldogs and one from Collingwood? Or do you think Collingwood just pay lump sums to the Bulldogs every year?
Good tackle,
On the
Riz.
ball. Yeah, good boy, Riz. Now go quick. See, this is the time on shit I'm talking about.
He's done a good job, really.
Do you reckon?
Against Norton.
True.
Like, that's potentially cost us a 4A4 win.
You know what's costing us a 404?
Going forward.
Our fucking shit cunt players, excuse the language, that
Do you reckon this is real? Do you reckon this is real?
refuse to move the ball forward.
Do you reckon-
It's like the directive is, hey guys, hold the ball, kick it backwards, hand pass it to a stationary player.
Cox is doing a fitness test on the sideline. Do you reckon he's legitimately injured, or his form is
No,
that low that he
Those
just wants to-
3 possessions where he missed the target, fumbled it, hand passed it to fucking no one. I don't understand how he's playing for us. Fuck.
Like, he's having on CC.
Oh, Russia. Watching Essendon, this is why I get bullied.
There's whiskey like on the decanters, or if you need something stronger. All right, Jazzy, give it to us, mate. What are the thoughts? What are your key stats? Russ, your thoughts while Jazzy's typing his thoughts together?
Season's over.
Season's over.
Season's over.
Hugh in back. These ads are shit. My fucking knees.
Oh, what happened?
You know what? I've just had 2 knee hip reconstructions, and watching Essendon play like this actually hurts me more than both these 2.
Hurts your heart?
Yeah. The soul.
All
Of all
right.
the teams you can pick when you're a child, how do we land on this one?
Well, my dad barracked for Essendon, and he roped my 2 older sisters into barracking for them and myself. When my mum barracks for Geelong, and I grew up in Geelong, I could have been a good Geelong boy. Won the flag in 07, in 11, in 2013. Could have
Make
been
finals every year. Go
Yeah,
down.
I think they've missed finals once in the last 10 years. 6 prelims in that time.
How many straight set exits?
Quite a few.
I did like Kevin Sheedy though.
Oh, Lloyd, Hurd, back in the day when
Lucas.
I was a kid. What a lineup. Hardwick, the Johnson brothers,
McPhee.
Solomon, like what a team.
Paul Barnard, Blake
Fletch,
Carousella, Fletcher,
yeah.
Mark McCurry,
Adam McPhee.
Adam McPhee,
Who was that ugly
Mark
guy?
Harvey.
Like there was one of the ugliest footballer of the century.
That was Mick Martin.
No, maybe
As in
second.
recently?
No, it was in like early 2000s.
Ryan O'Connor.
No. Fucking.
Oh, the Kangaroos Adelaide game, Wayne Carey versus Glenn Archer was another one of the top moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fake out.
And supposedly like when he got interviewed, he was like, someone was like, "Oh, would you actually hit him?" or something like that. And he
Archer.
yeah, would Archer actually hit Carey? And he said about Carey, he would destroy anyone with the gloves, like in training.
Carey would.
Yeah, he was like, no one would mess with Carey. He was
Really?
just like an animal. Yeah. But obviously, he was a shin boner of the century. Like Archer, tough as gut. Tough as nails.
I saw him at Crown Casino once, and he literally looks like a fucking Calvinator with a little head.
All right, let's highlight some poor performances of the first half. Kane Baldwin, 2 disposals without a tackle. We've got
That's more than I thought.
we've got Caldwell, only 6 disposals. Nick Cox, 7 disposals, and I want to say 7 turnovers. Who else have we got? If we look at Parrish and Merritt, they've had 31 hand passes and 12 kicks between the 2 of them.
That's 3-1.
31 to 12 kicks.
Who's leading the tackle count?
Tackle count. McGrath's had 3, Caldwell 3, Laverde 3.
Okay, good. And contested possession?
I can't pull up that stat currently. As in the team stat?
Yeah,
or player stat?
team stat.
Team stat. We're behind inside 50s 12, 32 to 20. But we've had more of the ball by 13 disposals.
Doesn't mean anything. We're going fucking backwards the whole time.
Yeah. Clearances are even. Contested possessions, we're 10 behind.
Well, we got a bit back in that second quarter.
But typical. 20 in a game, that's an average. Get them mopped. Tackles, we're losing the tackle count again.
There's always
2 tackles in our forward 50 again.
all right. And Jazzy, what's Jazzy got to say? Can you read that
Right, what do we got?
out loud?
Where am I looking?
At the bottom, the last thing you wrote, or the
Last thing. I could have been a Geelong boy too, Lucky. Mum is a one-eyed Geelong supporter. Same with her parents. Well, we would have had a lot more success and happiness, and I wouldn't be balding at the age of 31. Stress wouldn't be eating away at my heart.
You're only 31.
Young
Yeah.
You're a baby.
I don't feel it. I feel 40.
I feel that.
Can we put the light on, please, Mom? All right, Jazzy, let's hear it, mate. Key stats, key thoughts. Key stats, Jazzy's going to come in, giving us his back squat number, deadlift number. Has done Karen unbroken.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Well, they're going to say they can get their shit together. They can actually win this game.
Defeating the Dogs on the outside for that first release.
Yeah, they are. And
The first release, that's only a fucking inch off the.
It just sums up that we're just not good enough to win AFL games. Like, even at our best, like they're saying we should be in front again. Last week, look at the stats, we should have been in front. We're just not good enough to win AFL standard games.
Yep.
I think that comes down to the coaching and the game style. Because obviously the players aren't delivering, but it's how you train them. It's how you deliver a message. It's how you set up your structures.
Yeah, it is. And,
Jazz says, Lucky's the stats man. We just can't open up the ground at all. And we look too slow under pressure. It's true. We get the ball, and then we just wait for the Dogs to set their zone, and then we go 15 metres.
And that's where I feel like are the forwards getting sucked too much into our back half? Or are they too far away from the kicker? And therefore it's like, well, the kicker won't release the ball because they will just be bombing it to no one.
The reason the D's are so good is they have blokes like Ed Langdon who will fucking bust his gut and run a 10-second 100 to get across into open space. And no one goes with him. And it opens the whole ground up. And just have no one who's like willing to like put the jets on and go.
Yeah. And you'd like to think guys like Durham, guys like Guelphy would be these just gut runners. Even Redmond.
Durham's a bit more like he's trying to get in and under. Like he's trying to win the ball. So you like forgive Durham for it. But if we're coming out of the back line, we've made that first kick and we're on the back flank, like that's the time to turn. And rather than everyone's going down the line, open up the other wing. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Perkins when he hit up Guelphy, 45 degree.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We got a DIY project in the mix.
Oh.
It's going to be very beautiful.
All right, we're going to head into the newsroom.
Sorry.
Not finished.
I already zoned out. I was so not interested in the details.
I don't really give a shit. Richmond sets up a brilliant clash next week. Live and exclusive on.
I just imagine me turning up next week with holes in the wall.
Me too, Jared. Me too.
I think Ben also.
I saw a stat fun the other day and I'm like, oh.
But there should be a stat for fumble inside 50s, not just inside 50s, so we can see when we're just like dribbling in and doing nothing with it.
Well, there was about 3 times where it was like there was a player free. It was like good kick. Oh, it sailed 2 meters over his head.
What?
Could have had a couple of
It's okay. I
shots
won't
on
take
goal.
my seconds. If you don't want to drink, it's fine. You can drink your drinks though.
I'm sassy doing it.
Just told us in the Fox Footy pre-match. He says that Martin isn't certain to play. He says he still needs to work through his mental health stuff and make sure that he's ready to play physically. But
He'll come back for the Dons and
Yeah, and he'll kick 7.
yeah.
I reckon he'll be playing as well. So it's almost a festival of
He might be a bit like Stringer, come back, but meh.
No, bonus, so.
Sam Reid also wins for that clash with Sydney as well. So yeah,
Good salmon dip.
How good are they?
It has been an
Is that salmon?
Yeah. It's the one we.
It's in Paris.
Yeah.
A small margin and then over on
Oh, that is not a good jacket for her.
I'll take Sarah Jones over Kelly Underwood any day.
Oh.
Are you talking
Galley-
commentators? Or-
For commentary.
Anything.
Anything, everything. Who's the chick? What's the chick's name on Channel 7? The blonde? Not Sarah Jones. What's her name? That was Sarah Jones.
Not Kath Durkin, the other Kath?
Not Kath Lockman. She's Fox as well.
Yeah, Durkin.
Nah, she's Fox too.
Oh, the one with the
Channel
big, the big
blonde.
teeth?
Yeah, in the big. What she always has her hair pulled all the way back.
Yeah. She's good footy player. She's like the women's footy.
Yeah, what's her name? I'm not gonna rap shit.
Add to the stats, man.
Not Daisy Pierce.
No, I know that.
$69 plus bonus $50 gift card. See and take experts now at Harvey Norman.
2.4
Sarah Jones.
divided
that
by
was Sarah.
Oh, sorry, I don't
495.
know what's her name.
2400 divided by 495.
This one. Abby Holmes.
Abby Holmes. Fucking Abby Holmes. Sarah Jones. Fucking.
Divided by
They've
what?
all got similar names, haven't
4.95. 495.
Whatever happened to
I was like, what? Was it that?
What was it?
What's
Was
that?
Malthouse's daughter? Callie was it not Callie Malthouse? Was it Callie Malthouse?
4.84.
Remember years ago?
Yeah.
Nick Malthouse's daughter was like the first
When
female
Channel
charity
10
writer.
when Channel 10 was in charge.
Steve Quartermain would be commentating. And
Geez, Channel 10 was so shit at the footy. Apparently they're gonna put a big bid in for the next
really?
them and Paramount.
Paramount.
Take off KO. So Paramount would be the online, not KO.
If KO loses the footy, I'll fucking drop KO.
Yeah. Oh no, actually I wouldn't.
Surely Fox won't lose the footy. They fucking pay whatever they need to pay. Think of how much money Fox put into footy.
Yeah, but Paramount will have it as a loss leader.
Huh?
Paramount would buy it as a loss leader, where KO might not be willing to do that.
What do you mean? What's the loss leader?
So, like milk, for instance, is a loss leader. Bread is a loss leader at the supermarket. They don't make money off those two things. They actually lose money by purchasing milk and selling it at the price they sell it at. But they'll come in for milk and bread.
And then buy a bunch of other shit.
Yeah. Like 7-Eleven sell coffee at a loss because it brings people into the store and they upsell everything else.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I just fleece them for every coffee I can.
The $1 coffee.
Yep, absolutely.
Are they
When
good
you
coffees,
fleece
though?
them,
I fleece them because they're losing money when I buy it.
Is it good coffee?
That's acceptable.
For a
Yeah,
dollar.
for a dollar.
For a dollar, it's
For a
excellent.
dollar, I'll eat this shit. I'll drink this shit. Okay. So that's not nice.
It's not great coffee, no.
But I paid a lot more for a lot worse. That's for sure.
You get a Macca's coffee, long black from Macca's. Is
$5.
And it's like $5.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
terrible.
$5.
It's like burnt water.
Well, you got 14-year-olds making you coffees.
So yeah, Paramount, Uber doesn't make money. They're still trying to figure out how to monetize their platform. And a lot of their Uber, yeah. Like for instance, when Uber Eats came on, they didn't charge delivery fees.
Yeah.
Because Paramount could easily do the same thing and go, hey, we're going to pay $3 billion for this to get on our platform. Knowing that every Australian male will, not every, like 70% of Australian males will sign up to Paramount for $10 a month to watch the footy. We don't like
$10 a month. What do we pay for? Is that what we pay for KO, babe?
No, it's 25.
Yeah, I pay 10 at Paramount.
Mondays,
Yeah, well, the fights.
always huge.
Well, we could just be using Foxtel.
On the couch, 6:30 p.m. and an encore at 8:30. Join
Pardon me.
Gaza Brownie and Nick, and then 360 with Robbo and Jared, the coaches.
Well, they're going to get rid of Rob on 360.
They almost got rid of him last year. Well, he almost got rid of himself. He ended up having a fucking quadruple bypass.
So can't wait the couch and 360 on Monday night. Jono, you've got the mosh mic now. I want to know what has to happen in this second half.
Yeah, from an Essendon point of view, Eddie and I have been talking throughout the first
Oh
half.
God, it takes great minds to figure it out.
All the time. So every time there's a clearance and they win first position, they're handballing directly back out of the contest. Then then they go slow and wide from that point. It suits the Bulldogs. So to put pressure on the Bulldogs, they need to come out the front, Eddie, if they get that opportunity to change things up at half time.
It looks like it's raining.
I keep thinking the same thing.
Like with that backdrop.
The divots that got up there. Here's a stat. Take your earrings out. You look stupid.
Jordan Ridley
That's what he
and
wants.
Aaron Norton are going to have battles over the next 10 years or so. You would think that
You're not 12, you're not 16 anymore.
That will fall their way. How are you scoring this one today?
Probably in favour of Ridley. Well, in saying justice,
Eddie must be like earning some decent coin because he's doing a bunch of stuff during the week with Fox. He's at Geelong. He did that draft, that like Carlton draft thing.
He looks old. Can you believe he was playing footy last year?
He's be like 30s.
Have moments in games, and no one is a superstar. You know, it's five this quarter or in the last quarter. So, but it's about that ball movement and how we're coming into our 50 field.
How do you feel about a suit with
How are you
Air Jordans?
expecting what we've seen from Marcus
Also
so far?
Yeah.
You noticed his mode pre-game? What we're talking about?
Don't wear a suit.
Casual.
The really important
Smart casual.
She can play, yeah.
Well, she's wearing she's just wearing a crew neck t-shirt under a blazer.
She's not wearing a suit though.
Is he wearing suit pants or is he just wearing like slacks?
He's wearing a full suit.
Is he?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Because I saw it side shot. How do you guys saw his feet if I didn't see? If I didn't see.
How can you tell his pants are suit pants and not just like slacks? Let's see.
We want the ball in hot hands. So he's 4 years since our 50s.
I like this comment on the Essendon members page. Why is Cox in the team?
There
Can
you
we
go.
sub him out as his brain's not working? Our defensive play is woeful, and tell me why we don't man up when the opposition is kicking out from fullback. There was no pressure at all, and stop handballing at every turn, please. That sums up everything that's happened.
Shout out to
Susan Kinlock.
I reckon Lockie hates Cox almost as much as he does shit on the toilet seat.
Almost. Actually, it's on par.
Is it?
It's on par.
I almost bought a little plastic turd for you the other day.
It's just
Leave it in there, yeah.
Did you get to the bottom of it?
No.
I have a suspicion, but I don't know. I haven't said.
Ben.
No, I can't get in there.
Yeah, you can't fucking trust
Wheelchair
me.
can't get in there, mate.
One of the positives for the Bombers in a season that perhaps has been disappointing in some other notes. There's been a substitution made. Dylan Shield comes on for Cox, who has
There you go.
an ankle injury. So over to you, Dylan, now, because he has an opportunity.
You better get a
to
fucking rocket up, you
really
Dylan.
make a statement, given that he was dropped and then got the reprieve. This is a big moment, Ed.
Yeah, it is, and we spoke about the disposal for Essendon.
Need a welfare check for Dylan Shield. Comes off after 26 disposals last week and forced to watch from the bench as Cox literally moves at 0.25 playback speed with the athleticism of a forklift. Shout out to Rowan Forster.
Well, maybe Dylan Shield having actually sat on the bench and had to watch what we've watched for the last hour and a half can actually go out there and invite some change.
Might pull his finger out.
19 of those are handballs, but one inside 50. So it is a hell of a lot of football, but is it having the damage and the
doing nothing.
impact
Doing
that
fuck
the
all,
loss
Sarah
needs?
Jones.
Right. Then you look at Parrish only had the one inside 50 as well. So both players get a lot of it and they get a lot going back that we've spoken about. So therefore, they need to get some coming forward and just start generating that. They're both beautiful ball users. So when they need to get out the front of the contest, in some space, and deliver that ball forward. Like you said, they're getting so much of
I feel like the best thing about Parrish last year was he got a lot of clearances where he burst out the front of the stoppage.
That's what you like. They were saying. You said the same thing. We're not going out of the front of the clearance this year. We're trying to go back.
Yeah.
Is it just not no excuse.
Is that other teams setting up better, or is that our game style?
No idea.
Guys go backwards so you try to get a free man, but they're under pressure.
Well, I think it relies too much on having guys like Hines at the half back coming in and through to go forward.
We have no run off the halfback.
Yeah.
Redmond's not doing that anymore. Hine did it for a game.
Against Adelaide. And Stringer, without Stringer, like Stringer's tried to do it a few times. But it's also the way the teams are lining up. Watch, we're lining up 3 and 3, so it's hard to go through the front because there's 3 Bulldogs.
The Western Bulldogs leading the Bombers, and that man, Dylan Sheila, deep left.
If that's what you're hanging your fucking hopes on, you got problems.
You'd probably take Sheila over Cox at the moment.
Darcy Parish, 109 metres game.
There he is. He's had 2 touches already.
And a kick. Oh, wow.
Daniel, just a nicely measured kick set up. Smith couldn't make it.
Good boy, Reed.
Well.
All right,
Good,
go.
Daz. Forward.
Oh, well done. Good
Yeah,
tackle.
cool.
Good, Dazza. You're okay.
He looks like he's been shot out of a cannon. He's had 3 touches already. That's not the side of his game they're concerned with. It's more the defensive side. He gets
Good boy.
4 touches.
Kicked it forward.
50, punched away from Stringer. Comes to Durham, who's been vigorous this afternoon.
Doesn't have it. Being held.
So to be clear, he's so far into the system. It's that
That's a
defensive
bit
work,
optimistic.
It's the unrewarded stuff too, going up and down the ground, making sure you fill the right positions in the transition.
Fuck you.
No advantage. So you take a bounce and run forward.
In the center of the ground.
That should be 50 against him.
Oh, it's going to be 50 because that Rocky came in to take the mark. You need to come through the protected zone to do it.
Fuck me.
Jack McRae will be walked up.
Fucking basics, boys.
Someone get on the mark.
Aaron Norton does gleefully.
Oh,
Good spoil Vandermeer. Give him a fucking red and black jumper. Legged him. Hi.
Oh, he's got him with a head,
How
right?
is that legal?
At times, their pressure has been ferocious, those small forwards of the Bulldogs. Waitman again is locking the ball in, getting another look at it. They
It's the side of him.
Who would you rather have in the side? Ginnivan or Waitman?
You know, I fucking hate Waitman so much.
Ginnivan's hard to look at though.
So is Waitman.
Yeah,
They
not
both
quite
got pig
bad.
faces and
They're little
shitty hair.
grommets, little surf grommets.
Draper. Been in really good form last couple of weeks.
you worked right.
Good boy.
Work him out.
That's what he's like, fuck it. No one else is going to kick the ball forward. I'll do it myself. Why do you have to bring the marker back 2 meters? That's where he took the mark.
We're outside the Smith in the end. Neither of those were okay. From the crate.
Big spoil. In the back.
Norton was able to push.
Norton is just fucking not holy shit.
Well, it was my ball there. And we'll throw it in.
Does the boundary line should take precedence, don't you reckon? If a tackle is in the midst of being done, and then once they cross the line, the player lands in the back of the other player, it should be out of bounds, not in the back, right?
Yeah, it should be, unless, but we had that to us last week.
Off to Smith. Just beats the spring of pressure.
How do you take a chest mark in a fucking pack?
I'm blaming Heppel.
That's not a design foul, but if you keep getting repeat entries like the Bulldogs, look, you lock the ball in there, so
Oh,
you
Jesus.
stop the rebound, and then you get another.
You jumped like 4 seconds too early, man. You're already back on the ground and the ball came in.
Never has gone over the back, but he was aware, he was in the right spot, now he gets a shot at goal.
Rice, who'd you tip Sydney, Brisbane?
I tipped Sydney and then changed it to Brisbane last second. I had a bad feeling because everyone said they tipped Sydney.
Maybe there's a reason for that. I tipped Sydney. You tipped Sydney?
I took Brisbane.
Did you?
Yep. I said it on the podcast. I like for the week.
That was Thursday. Today's Sunday.
Yeah, I've changed my tips
They're
3
up,
times.
they're up
since
right
then.
now.
But sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who'd you tip, babe?
Sydney.
Cats moved up to 4. in the footy tipping.
I did tip the Bombers today, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'll get you one back.
She tipped Giants. Very smart tip, by the way. You can tip anyone who tips the Giants very
I have a bone to pick with you, actually.
Okay.
I heard a rumor that you were questioning whether or not I was doing my
It
own
wasn't
tips.
a rumor. It was on a recorded podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it wasn't a rumor. We're all very shocked
I
you
wasn't
could
questioning. I asked the question.
He was
There's
just-
a difference there.
Is that the
He
actual
was just
definition of
confirming. He
question?
was just confirming. Held? What about the fucking hold before that, you fucking yellow maggot?
How's that advantage?
This is why there's so much dissent, because you clowns don't have a fucking clue.
We suck though. I can say it's losing by 60 points right now.
I can see it's losing by 100 points right now.
I can see us winning 3 games tops for the year.
That's a big call. Call of the season.
North and West Coast.
I wouldn't be surprised if West Coast had the. I was just saying, we don't play West Coast until the middle of June, by which point they'll have their shit together. We got Port in 5 weeks, but they're looking better and better. Swansea, not man. Should we just switch it over? How is that not a hold on Redmond?
He picks it up, he's tackled straight away, comes down the tackle. How's that a throw?
The Verde just gets so
Pushed under.
yeah, like players get out the back of it. It's like his positioning's a little bit too aggressive.
His hair is like, you know those dogs with the
Whoa.
Rasta dreads? That's what Cody Waitman looks like.
He always looks like he's just come out of the sea. That's holding the ball.
Why is that not throwing the ball? Just again, another inside
Oh,
50
man.
now.
Ball.
Just dropped the tackle as well.
About
God.
bloody time.
Ah, come on, go. Look in the center.
Your daughter requested a nap.
She's like,
What the fuck do you think she is? As if she's not attached to me when she's awake.
she's been super attachy lately.
Let it in long before I get numbers back.
Can he get there? He can't. It will spill off hands. Darren can't get a boot at it. Has to feed it out to Draper. He has
That is a disgusting kick.
Just wobble them in between the big stick straight.
That 2 shots almost from your technical position there. In similar ways, he's been able to get to the ball too. Draper.
Well done.
Good boy, guys.
Go hard.
Yes.
Good tackle, Reed.
Mike is
Not
intensely
even
read.
making an attempt.
Reed wrapping up the tackle on Dunkley. It's really good.
And Dunkley's like, thank fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing all that good as well. Let's hope that's not.
What do you reckon you needed to qualify to be the drinks people and
Has been
take the drinks out? We should apply for the drinks jobs. Come on, guys.
What time is it?
I'd be giving messages.
Guys, fuck.
I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Truck said spread. We need to see more forward handball.
I would run past Heppel and go, you suck, you suck, you suck.
No water for you.
Done, Hobbs.
Yeah, get out.
Get in. Ball.
Boy, Baldwin.
On.
Now go back and miss so I can still be annoyed at you.
It's his first kick on goal.
That's our first forward 50 tackle for the year.
Is it? Can't believe it. I mean,
Really
I
easy.
Alrighty, man. First goal.
No, he's kicked on before.
No.
No?
No. Get around him, boys.
Hey.
Everyone get to him.
Maybe you're
Is that
right.
you,
We
Heppel?
might only lose by 50.
Heppel, don't touch him. Put the buzz on him.
Oh, no, Baldwin.
Better. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
pretty tall.
Winning.
Yeah, Peter Wright's 2 meters.
You constantly asking yourself, as a forward, how do I get myself into this game? Not taking mark on the lead. What do I do? So if you're not taking a mark on the lead, this is what you do. You follow up.
Good attempt by Guelph as well to keep it in.
You get yourself in
Just get something alive.
and now your confidence just rises a little bit, or rises just a little bit. Look at him. As excited as hell he is. Young kid, he's come a long way back, had a couple of knee reconstructions out there on the big stage.
I feel you.
Loving it now. That's the spark.
Help.
Gets the Bombers going.
Not
He's
be to fucking
17.
play footy again, but
He's 17 and doing.
Get him.
Smith, harassed by Shield. Here comes Crawford. The Bombers finding a surge of energy now. To Caldwell.
Oh, kicking it forward.
On the bounce towards Waterman. Suffolk towards
That has to be deliberate.
We will find Jimmy Bartell.
Oh, pushing it back.
Hey, I'm getting stretched over here.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of work on his left hip. Testing out his hamstring. It's more on that left hip that he looks pretty proppy and tight. Big moments in this game now for the Bombers. They're back to 19 points. You can feel a bit of a shift in the flow of the game. Loving the casual nature of the interchange steward there, Tim. He's just like he's having a pina colada at the pool up in Cairns somewhere, Redmond.
Sums up our playing group.
Ah, it's Sammy. Ah, he's legged him.
He's like you do about that. He just grabbed him and
Yeah,
fell
he got
over.
in possession. He did.
No, but he's just grabbed him and he's legged him because the guy's fallen over. Like,
Just a chip into the pocket. Norton's going to jump over the flag. Trying to recover as well. Durham in there against him. Little handball out the back. Well done by Cutler. And now Redmond. For one-on-one. Perkins versus McRae. Perkins
Oh, he's holding him.
him.
Fucking hell. You cheat, McRae. You fucking cheat.
we don't cheat.
Get there.
Good, Guelph. Body work. Let's go. Come on, boys. Keep the next one. It's game on.
Urgency from Essendon in recent minutes.
Good hit. Good hit. Start looking inside, Colwell. Yeah, fucking Draper's just going up. Oh. Stringer into the flank. Go to the flank. Go to the flank.
Peter!
Come on.
Waters.
Keep your feet.
Good boy. Hold it. Just hold it in there.
Well, just keep an eye on Jack Stringer. Watch him run onto the ground. He was really propping the way that he was running there. So he struggled pre-season with a groin injury. Maybe it's starting to trouble again.
Holding the ball. How do you get rid of it? What?
Yeah, Hobbs just took him and
Yeah, Hobbs given away free kicks.
150. Look at this. Open this up.
so what happens to Bombers? You just keep going forward, you don't stop, and then
Well done, Redmond. Oh,
What's up? Good tackle.
high.
don't let Norton get an easy one. He'll fucking.
Oh, it's a dangerous kick.
Get him.
Oh, come on, Bombers. You got numbers.
Everyone's still afraid to go for the ball.
High.
Great tackle. Kick it.
Jesus, what was that? That's the biggest one-handed. They call it.
Oh.
Yeah, surely, like after a certain point, you can't bring it back.
Fuck off.
We're on there too on the.
How late was that whistle, though?
That was ridiculous.
It was like 10 seconds after the play.
How close was it? Oh yeah, it was.
That was too much. But look how the ball went, and then it was called after he kicked it.
They had the Bulldogs outnumbered just down here on the centre wing. It looked like they were actually going to be able to share the ball and head forward. It was great play by the Dogs.
Go back and miss it, Doug.
First three in the AFL, we're back to the VFL for a couple of weeks.
You bastard.
Opportunity
You
here,
bastard.
and he takes it.
Come on, Caldwell, get involved.
We're always talking about like other teams kicking really well against us and we kick so poorly. We give ourselves tough opportunities and we give the opposition such easy looks.
Yeah, and out the backs. It's hard to miss when you're 25 meters in the clear running into an open goal.
Like if you look at the scoring shots, like 12 goals, 12 shots to 12 shots. But ours are fucking from the boundary line, and there's a bloody like corridor all the time. Like even like this, like look how many
Where's
free players
Roxley
they got.
now? Look.
Look at the guts.
They had 3. They had 2 guys in better position there as well to make that shot past it.
Inside, then outside, running into that space, and Essendon wasn't able to defend. Good response by the Dogs. Right.
Oh, nice. But Peter's not there to hit.
What a shocking kick! Like a good forward 50 kick would hit a target.
Or goal.
6 on 6. And he's the target inside the attacking 50. The mid's getting busy in this third term. 6 touches for Shields, 6 for Caldwell. Looking a little more dangerous and dynamic out of the stoppages. Dale. Richards. And Vandermeer works off Redmond, takes the mark.
And this is a goal.
Wide open forward 50. Not one player in there. The Birdie's deepest back. So he goes.
No. Why did 2 of you go there? You just leave Trelaw open.
Trelaw's going to go in the 50.
Yeah, and he's going to get straight back.
You're lucky that was a horrible kick.
Why did we zone off like that? That's not how to pass over.
Oh, fumbles.
Jesus, the fucking comedy of errors with us.
Honestly, Truck. Honestly, his reaction. Like, that was a good kick. If Parrish had have just held them, we would have been out.
4 on 1, almost.
Cutler's just fucking ball watching. Back to his old standard.
Took care of Reed, engaged him, allowed Bonson
Piss off, bro.
across. They drive it through.
10-3.
Dogs respond with a couple of quick goals.
They're not known for their straight kicking either, and they've got 10-3 against us.
Yeah.
Interesting game from Bonson Kelly.
We can legitimately beat bottom like Spooners.
I think we should beat North. But even North, when they turn up for half, for a quarter. Yeah. We could be a play for one more draft pick entry before we start our ascension up the
Did I
ladder.
hear Tom Brown sort of suggested we should get a priority pick?
We should get 2.
How about Cooney saying Elliot Yeo should come to Essendon?
I said that last year.
That's what we need, another out-of-form midfielder.
Oh, you said to me when I said it.
No one to feed.
Go right.
Go McGrath, but don't shoot for goal, McGrath.
It stays in for McGrath.
Yeah.
Dunkley's kept away from it. Give McGrath a chance to go inside. And
See?
Just to finish that off, there don't really as many kicks that handles. The handle is actually not attacking or going anywhere. It's just putting the pressure on the next player, doing half the job, getting back, helping out, and half that. As soon as you turn over, you to get back up through the midfield.
Stating the obvious, Buster.
Those handballs.
It's 1-to-1. It's like, what is this game style?
Can the Dons reload and go again? Can the Dogs put it out of reach? O'Brien. Richards runs away from Perkins. He clears the wing. Bolton Pelly.
Good boy, Laverde.
And then we wait the 10 seconds to do nothing.
Redmond's had a ton of it.
Third leading possession game, I think.
You must be close now. Merritt was a fair way ahead of him. But
Oh,
why
what a
Jesus.
terrible kick.
watch Wallace.
Kill him.
Twist and turn.
Oh!
Takes him to the line. Gee, worked hard on turnover. He was up around the top of the 50-metre arc and he saw that turnover coming and he just sprinted into that back space.
It's like the decision making is just like, I don't know what to do, don't know what to do, and then fucking make a mistake. If I hear Heppel at the end of the game come out again, oh, we're working hard behind the
Boys
scenes,
are real
we're training
disappointed.
track. I'm fucking not there.
He'd show more fight than he does. Here we go. What do you reckon? Turn it over.
Close to the boundary like Gardner. A big fly over the back. Martin to Daniel. Just goes back, finds a bit of space for Dale. He's got time to launch.
Look, they've still got
Just a repeat entry.
whoever that is had no one anywhere near him. He was sitting right in the hole on his own.
Wow.
Oh, it does now. Go. Oh.
Go backwards. You fucking pathetic cunts. Sorry, Kat.
Thinking about it.
Kat, can you go block you another CC?
No, I'll get too far.
You'll get
This is
defiant.
me, This is me tame right now.
All right. We got an inside 50 mark.
Look around and pass it off too.
Hag is the handball. They went quickly at all. Is that Perko?
I think so.
He's played well.
He's almost had some decent penetrating kicks.
All right. Next 6.
Yeah, I'll take next 6.
If we get one more before 3/4 time and they don't score, I'll pretend I believe.
4 goals last quarter.
To nothing?
Yeah, we're not going to get 5.
We need 2 quick goals. We need to get it back.
Yeah, we need to. I don't even care who kicks him. Could be anyone. You got Peter Wright, check.
Yep.
And you've got. Oh, you need the ball. You need to stay close too, don't you? Because you got it under 40.
Yeah.
Good grab, Perko, and then
Good grab and then good kick.
to the space. Smart.
He's really intelligent with ball in hand. He's got a good set of hands as well.
We got so few like good decision makers. Like that's a good decision.
Yeah.
Like
And a good kick.
yeah. Like him, Martin. Who else?
Merritt used to be.
Good work, Parish. Over in the neck.
Clear out there. And they do well to force the ball up. And run down early.
It's not working. Don't worry. Can't tell it's to me anyway.
There's another kick for Parish.
Throw!
What the fuck? You pinned Draper for less than that. Reed next time just run straight through and get low.
Yeah, smack the ball, Heppel. That's all you're good for.
That's not another touch, Heppel.
Inside 50s, where are you getting smacked?
Dunkley, high kick, working hard to get there was Vandermeer.
Go, Reed.
Oh,
Fuck off.
What's going to happen when you get that in the inside 50s? Like, it's.
Aaron Norton, the provider on this occasion.
Same amount of scoring shots.
Drew Brown dished it off. Robbie McCone's got his first 2 goals in AFL football this afternoon.
Who do we have next week?
The Hawks, I think.
Fuck.
We've had more disposals and we're 18 down inside 50s. Like, our game style is shocking.
Sometimes you can be just as effective by
Good hit.
off to somebody else and giving them the opportunity to come finishing off. Every time Essendon looks like they might be able to just edge their way back into the game, the Dogs reply.
Good lead.
Was cut up. Sorry, break up.
Hobbs hasn't got it.
Shield and Merritt. Put the arm
Shield slipped over.
straight. Tackle. Good left foot.
Just for fucking inside 50, inside 50, inside 50.
Well done, Bailey Smith. That might be the best position kick he's received all day too. Ridley's done a really good job most of the time, one-on-one contest, but Bailey Smith on his left boot just kicked it to the favoured space there, did the early work, Norton, pushed Ridley to the side. So Norton's first mark of the day. It's a shot 30 metres, perhaps even less, he's kicked it left. Really difficult call.
Again, I just feel so bad for our backmen. Like they're just getting hung up to dry almost every fucking time.
At least when we're losing the centre clearance, though, it hasn't given their mids enough time to run down either.
We're actually ahead centre clearances.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised me.
Go forward.
Come on, Jakey. Gotta go, Jakey.
How were you a meter in front of the man and still?
Different
Come
man.
on.
That wasn't his direct opponent. Goals.
Kick it.
He does, it's across the face. Stringer sets himself. Punched away O'Brien. Good defensive effort from Stringer. Gave the Bombers a second opportunity. In the end, a minor score.
Good change from Stringer.
I'm over here, Baba.
He really turned on the speed. He did.
I think I've locked her in.
You can lock her in.
Gate.
Dale to Richards. July. Wallace.
She's making too much noise, so I
Accidentally.
Brought out Martin, went along the ball, Waitman's there. Don't clear the back. Laverty's got to be clean, and he was. Inch perfect. Parrish.
Yeah, no, don't you kick it?
Always going to be tight. Just the front of it.
fucking handball.
Goes deep. Don't blink. Can he get back? He can. Yes.
I'm not sure why you wouldn't kick it then.
I'm not sure Laverty can do that.
I know, everybody's upset about it. I'll sit with you too, don't worry.
She saved the score.
Yeah.
Couple steps. Pretty well done. He likes it.
Oh, fuck. Kaz messaged me something about his against.
Yeah, make one with community.
Apparently, excuse me. I'm gonna put on his tip on TV for apparently Stephen Mina bought in Boxhill.
Oh, really?
600 square.
No.
Jimmy, the Masters.
What was with this extra hand pass?
You think they can
Huh?
do at this stage?
That one.
The guy needed to go out wide.
There's people forward too. It wasn't like he had no options.
Like then I hope they bomb it. I'd rather than bomb it and get it out of the area than bloody that hand pass.
Sorry, guys, just had someone in my ear there. The Bombers, look, throw Perkins through the midfield, throw Stringer through the midfield, encourage to start the game forward by foot a little bit more.
Draper over the top. Smith sweated on by Shield legally. Smith up to his own possession, scurries away. Richard provides a Shepherd. Smith delivers it low towards Liberatore. Have a look at that. Liberatore works back on him.
Yeah, he's never.
The outside of the boot, back to the kick.
She might need a hand over the door last.
Smith again.
Yeah.
That's a shirt.
Looks up with Williams. Deep kick towards the square. Well done, Laverty. Smart in the middle of that.
Hey.
Oh, good grab.
Oh, he's gonna pay it. How are you, Nana? How'd you go? There's some mussels here if you want some. She just woke up.
Oh,
Good hit. For what? Bit of body contact.
Wants to talk to the umpire about it. I don't think so. McRae now. Low, hard ball.
Now spread. This side.
On the end of it for the Bombers. There's the frustration. He puts his hands up the same wall. No one's moving.
Yeah, we're fucking full of lazy players. Lazy footballers.
Richards, getting good penetration on the kick. Norton fly over the top. Kelly in best position.
That was a mark.
That's a mark.
Ball spills out. Wakeman lurking. Snap it from Norton. Wakeman snaps and goals.
What the fuck?
Fuck, well, that's 42.
my mark.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
No, out there. Out there.
I think so.
It might be.
Show the replay.
No, they won't because it's shameful. I don't understand.
The game continues on, and you got to make sure that you're not on a mark. You do play I know that's a common sense thing to say, but when you think you've genuinely marked it like I think you had there, you're not really expecting the whistle. You just, you think it's a mark.
Why are you looking to go backwards?
There's no suggestiveness in it. It's a mark or it's not.
That's a leg. He's legged in. If that's not.
Down. The land ball back to Stringer. Low and hard.
Well, Pidge.
Trying to keep it alive, Coffee.
Oh my God.
Pidge is so
We are
bad.
so shit.
Wasn't ready. Like that kick that came across there from Stringer. Was it a mark? Absolutely.
That's infringement and it's a mark.
Northern Mark got a fingertip too, but every 9 times out of 10 is plays a mark. Yeah, every right to think he had the mark there, I reckon.
Holding.
Takes it out of the run.
They probably would pay advantage and play the point. Although if Draper kicking, you might want to take the point rather than the other bounce of the
Point might
foot.
be a better result. How was the Travis free kick?
He pulled his jumper away.
Oh, Travis had a handful of this.
It's okay if you got a handful of jumper as long as you don't stretch the jumper for whatever reason. Like if the jumper comes away from the skin, it's a hole. Good boy.
Under 40.
Still a lot of time, mate. There's a lot of mistakes to be made yet.
True. 6 goals, 10. Man, fuck.
You said we need another goal before quarter time, before
I
three-quarter
just didn't
time.
realize they kicked 3 in between.
And there's the smaller ruckman trying to compete against the bigger one. Hanging on, giving away a free kick.
See?
He's
The
been
back of the
most
jumper
impressive
ball.
man on the ground for that Draper. In fact, I've been really impressed with the work that he's been able to do at both ends, like his ability to get up from one end of the ground to the other, and then even be a force and pull. He's kicked 2 behinds as well as that goal.
Embarrassingly, I thought we'd be competitive today.
Me too. I
I
really
thought
did. Even after that first quarter.
Doggies aren't playing well. I thought this would be a really close game.
They don't
I
kick
did
straight.
think Doggies would win, but 40 points, come on.
I thought this was a chance.
I thought this was the best chance we had to win a game in the next 5 games. Because Hawthorn are looking good.
They're like on week, off week though.
It was pretty good yesterday against the D's.
Well, exactly. So, you reckon they're off next week?
No, I don't know. Why would no? Teams play us and they just top up the percentage. They're not going to miss an opportunity to get an extra 10 percentage points when they're trying to make it 8.
Licking their lips, man.
Remember when Russ thought the Hawks would finish bottom of the ladder?
Remember when you guys thought we were going to finish with top 4?
I thought, yeah.
No one said top 4. I was
No,
thinking
I said
6
top
or 7.
Remember when I said our percentage is going to be 125?
And when I said 6th or 7th, I meant 6 or 7 wins for the season, right?
I meant 5.
You can watch the footy and do some DIY at the same time. It's a win-win.
I meant 5th from the bottom as well.
We're legitimate spooners right now.
West Coast.
West Coast is fucking
Dude, thank God. Every time they had another goal scored against it by Richmond, I was like, just watching their percentage, I was like, thank you.
When you bring together tender Aussie chicken, crispy
16th, this is our Demons year after losing a prelim.
your burger goes from delicious
Except we finished 8th and got smacked in the first one.
together and loving it.
So now that means we go to top spot next year.
Why do you think the Australians love AFL so much?
I just wanted to highlight it in the footy tipping. There was one person in the group who didn't tip the first 3 games, and because of the away team system, they got all 3 wins.
Yeah, agreed. There's been a few of that.
And there's been
A few people
I
picked
suck
up
at the
Richmond.
moment, but there's a lot of people ahead of me that have been in that situation.
Yeah.
Just a game or two, but have got the
I
tip.
agree. You shouldn't get. It's not you should get the home and away team. It's you should lose the tip.
Get the Galaxy S22 5G 128
It's my 14th place.
Any jazz updates?
Oh, what do we got?
Sign up to a new $69 per month off the SIM-only plan for 24 months and get the Galaxy S22.
We cannot jump up these opportunities. That kick from Perko to Guelph was beautiful, but could not convert. Actually cringe as we go inside 50.
Yeah.
I cringe as we exit the 50, as we get the ball around the ground, and as we enter our 50.
I reckon she must be doing a job.
Yeah. Because when you call as you are, that's when this
Yeah.
And she's been feeding for like the last 24 hours straight.
How's Alicia having COVID for a second time?
That girl spent more time in COVID isolation than anyone I
It's
know.
a bugger when you get the big wet in the back part of your top end. The rough cut. Up and back, down, round the hoop, blow a gasket, chuck a U-banger, and you're back to where you started. That's why you got to go Tradie Bamboo.
That's what we need. We need some honey badger in the Bombers lineup.
Tradie.com.
Redmond's a little bit of that type.
Isn't the Honey Badger just a shit footballer that just got lucky?
No, he's no shit at all.
He barely made the. Well, he was like a fringe Wallabies player. He didn't even think he was going to play for the Wallabies.
Yeah, well, Wallabies is the national team. Like I think if you're a fringe Wallabies player, you're actually a pretty good fucking player. It's not like being a fringe Essendon player where it's like we're desperate for anyone that can fucking kick a sharing.
Ross, can you do me a favor and pass me my phone, please?
Exhale. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Breathe this as your experience home. Foxtel Movies. Watch on demand. The 21 years on the couch has set the footy agenda. Our team continues to dominate, but now at the earlier time of 6:30, of course, you can catch the encore at 8:30, and AFL 360 will have all the hot issues. What has been a really intriguing weekend of football, some big injuries, some big MRO, plenty of news and opinions coming your way on Fox Footy on Monday night. Eddie Betts, the Western Bulldogs blew the Bombers away in that third term. What did you make of it?
Yes, and it is a physical start.
He's wearing pants.
Yeah, he's wearing jeans, Russell.
All right, come on.
He's wearing a suit. A full suit.
Well, be professional. Put a suit on. You're on TV.
She just woke up from another 45-minute nap, and she's like,
She's got a black eye. Look, cat whacked her in
I did. She's got a black
She's got a
eye.
black eye.
She's got a scratch.
So she's tired. She's concussed.
Trying to do a high risk, high reward kind of strategy. They want to be aggressive and take on the corridor air.
Oh, what's this one? What is it? Oh, did you get some new shopping?
Baba, do you want to look at your new outfit? Oh, yeah.
Why are they so big?
Because she's a fucking teenager.
They want to move the ball quick. They want to kick it forward, find the mark, and take cover.
What's the new pants?
They get overlap from here.
Oh, nice one, Nana.
Kick back, high risk, high reward.
No, I swear you have those grey ones yourself.
Yeah, they're gonna match.
Oh,
A pair of black ones and a pair of grey
the other
ones.
ones were darker grey.
What's a pink? Thanks, Nana.
And those love as well, just.
Are these turtlenecks?
Yeah.
Cute.
Weekend
Just a little bit
to
higher.
Stadium as the
Oh,
action
you see that?
continues and the Dogs continue with
Who brought you new clothes? Hey,
All right.
hey, no more. Ow, ow.
Don't worry, you don't really want to see it.
Back towards Vandermeer.
Well, so they always back some like
No, the muscles rusted up the muscles.
She's not interested in muscles, but she wants to know about the brand situation.
Good boy, Poiter.
Right. Batting in there, Duray. Little one out the back door to Merritt. He's crunched in the tackle.
Need truck at 3/4 time just for that. Right. You know what the game plan is. You're playing for your spots next week. I'll play the VFL team.
Martin, nice tap for Law, feeds it through to McRae, and now back to Smith. And Rourke Smith, a high kick.
There's Heppel, middle of nowhere.
Up to the task this afternoon.
Still didn't win the ball.
And Mid feeds it out. Dunkley, Liberatore, Colton Pelly.
They just hold better structures than us. A player on the outside, like we don't. Let that Durham.
You have a man in free in the goal square now.
Threw it. How is that not a throw?
Dunkley hits the post. Surging football from the Doggies.
I'm sure as in their preparation for this game, they would have thought at 3/4 time, if we've matched the Bulldogs for contested possession, we've matched the
Are you pretending to
it's
sleep?
going to be probably a goal, the difference.
They only had 2 less scoring shots, haven't they?
Exactly. But it's just the efficiency of ball movement.
All that unhappiness while we were painting.
Yeah, well,
No, she did it again too.
Wealthy. Darrell.
Doesn't hurt.
Losing possession, McComb eventually got through. Parrish had a crack.
How do you get rid of that?
Another one there by McComb, McGrath, and Parrish combined.
Oh,
God.
That's a little ugly.
Oh, good boy, Jerome.
Maybe touched over the line.
How many has he had, Rocky?
Where Jimmy Bartel sits.
25?
We're almost there, and then just margin.
I need McRae to get, so Paris had 25, McRae's had 23.
What's he need?
I
25.
need both of them to get at least 30. And margin under 40.
That's a real one you're not going to get.
The margin.
Delivered under pressure somehow. Got it back from some intelligent play. Long deep ball.
Good boy,
Ridley.
Ridley.
Ridley arrived late as well, otherwise Vandermeer was looking good. Ridley's
You
been
hit
so
my back.
important down
You
back this
can't really
afternoon on
eat today
occasion.
because you're on a tip.
Affected the contest.
I'm sick of that kick
Yeah.
because then they just get stuck down the line.
I think your Nana wants to cuddle. I think you want to cuddle.
And Duray got in each other's way. Durham's tried hard all day. Heppel, the half forward. Over the top came O'Brien. Wealthy front. Liberatore wins it back.
Meant to be a kick.
Daniel feeds it forward towards Dunkley. Immediately tackled by Heppel. Releases
Shit
the
tackle.
hands. Duray, nice delivery to half forward. Mitch Wallace.
I don't mind that. Makes a minute.
In front of Laverty.
They're just a more polished unit, aren't they? Everything that they do looks so much easier than anything Essendon is trying to do this afternoon. A lot of that's to do with pressure too, but
Yeah, lead up.
it's just
Actually
the fact
making a
that
lead
they
for
know
it.
each other's game really well.
Oh, it's a stationary target.
McGrath back towards Duray. With kiss from behind from Waterman. Darren run down. A little physical quality game from him. Sam Draper and Sam Darren. They sort of stand out.
Quite a
don't
big
they?
one, yeah.
Maybe it's the mullets, I'm not sure.
It's because no one else does it.
How do you get rid of that?
Milled in there. Desperate McComb.
In the back.
Dyson Heppel.
The vacuum.
If he doesn't give it back straight away, he's 50.
What's he got the wicket? There's not a lot of movement forward.
So a 4-on-1.
You go to Draper there, probably.
Well spoiled. Daniel lightning hands. O'Brien to Law.
Bailey Dale might have been involved, wasn't in the end as they went short route to Bontempelli. Bontempelli now, deep ball, Norton wide. Not much happening other than Vandermeer deep into the pocket.
Means you can move, otherwise you have to stand still.
Straightens up. Mitch Wallace pushed under the footy, and a jumper there will go.
Kidding yourself, my Mitch Wallace.
You're really trying so hard.
Heppel has dogs for over 40.
There's very little movement from Essendon players forward now. Once the ball turns over like that, that's when you require everybody to spread the field and put the opposition under some real pressure. But most of the Essendon players have gone forward, but they're actually not moving.
It's still funny too.
It's funny because we're so pathetic. It has to be funny.
It's always a combination of things, but there's no reason why they should be more tired than what the Bulldogs are at this stage.
Get up, Draper.
Right will fly from the Perkins kick. Off hands. Caldwell turned in attack.
He's got foot to it.
No, he didn't really.
It's a good tackle.
And Daniel will take the free kick.
Waterman's just been
Well, you have to test the opposition.
Missing in action today.
not impactful at all. He's had a couple of really good weeks too.
Difficult positions under pressure.
Oh, but do you want a bottle of milk?
Daniel receives from McRae. Scurries towards half forward. Kicks it deep. Norton will come from the side.
Do you want to be the big? No.
I would have kept it low and kicked it hard into the cheer squad of the opposition. Not kicked it three stones. Bubba. You little milk monster.
44 points. Whiteman gets his second. Tim, this sort of gift that Norton gave Wakeman in the end, I just think says to young players, that is, when there is an opportunity to give it to your teammate, I'm going to do it now and show you that this is what needs to be done. Every young
44 points.
Should have tipped doggies by more than 40, eh?
And the best teams have done that consistently over the years. Draper.
We just look so far away from it.
Low Chisler. Good looking ball.
Good, Reds.
Ridley.
I reckon we can play Baldwin and Waterman in the same 450. They're both just a similar player, slow, can lead up, and that's about it.
That's a Kelly.
It's not raining, is it?
Looks
It's raining.
sideways.
Is it? It wasn't when I
No
came in.
movement. Oh, well, I'll just dump it down the line and hope for the best. Off the hands of forward, taken by Daniel with the Dogs. Create the turnover. Jeray, McRae.
But it's pretty heavy.
Coming the other way is Cutler. Wraps him up. Ball spills out. Now a chance for the Bombers through Martin. Spears a kick towards half forward.
Oh, just panicked.
Richards receives from Martin. And now another turnover going forward for the Dogs. Vandermeer has got Wakeman inside 50. Strain to get there, not quite. It's there. Reed.
Back.
Serves right. Guelphy just dropped that easiest mark through the guts. That's twice that he's dropped marks.
You pick up the ball the last quarter of a game, you think you got a little bit of space, a little bit of time. Have a look at this. Okay? No, you don't have that sort of time at that part of the ground against a team like this. It's a hardened, professional, aggressive football team.
Yeah, not like the pack of soft bricks you play with. Reed, sorry, buddy.
It's 100th game.
Piss off.
His third goal of the afternoon.
Sorry.
Yeah. Keeps Lockie's multi alive. Like a legend.
Backwards.
Pushed backwards by the pressure. Ridley.
Run hard, Reed. You have to run hard there, not stop and prop.
Cutler.
I pray that the Bombers look at how the Doggies have played against us and go, oh, that's how like you're expecting to play.
Has done though. Like it's led to all this pressure and uncertainty about Essendon now moving the ball out of that deep.
Now you have to go quickly, Laverde.
Laverde.
Oh my god.
So you can't get any worse at playing football.
He's disgusted in himself. So Heckle's credit, he never complained. Smith manned the mark here on the cone.
Why would Heppel complain? It's been doing the same shit all day.
Like, as most captains would say, pull your head in, that's not good enough. Heppel's like, you tried, so he's a back.
Heppel's hardly been king of the clean disposal today himself either. Who's getting it wrong, the commentators or us? Is it Laverde or Laverde? It's Laverde.
I thought it was Laverde.
Oh, boys.
Goals.
Oh, you're streaming into the forward. What are you doing?
Jesus.
When you're not manned, 45.
He was 30 metres out,
30
directly
out.
in front. Sorry.
There's no confidence.
Get loud.
No.
I didn't say
Shaking my head at them, not you.
Tried our best to fuck that up.
It was like last week when Dean was laughing at us. It was like a 3-on-1 in the forward line, and we still were like, oh no, we could miss this.
He's rookie. He's alive again.
All right, we're going to just cheer on the multi. We need Parrish to get another 5, and we need Bombers to maybe kick about 3 more.
Pride, heart, character.
Yeah, I was just watching the way they move. They're jogging, and there's just no enthusiasm.
They know rough.
They look really
Everyone's just leaving it for everyone else to do the work.
good hands there from Corball to the kick off.
The right play, and now kick the goal.
Suggest to you if they kick the next 2 goals in the next 3 minutes, will your observation change? We'll revisit it then. Thank you. You're the eternal optimist. Well, I'm looking at the 38-point margin and thinking a couple of quick ones. I'll just change your opinion.
A couple of quick ones, yeah.
A couple of quick ones for the Dogs, I reckon.
Ball over the head. Heppel's got it all to do at the back now.
So they're right.
That's the speedy McNeil.
Heppel looks so slow sometimes. Like then he was lucky he held his jumper
all the time.
They give you all the activity at there into the ground too.
When I was little, I had this German Shepherd. And I remember taking her for a walk, and I was just fucking psychotic, and I was wearing this polyester suit, and she just like raced on after a squirrel, and I ended up falling, but I didn't let go of the leash and the polyester because it was on the grass. I just got fucking dragged. Sometimes I think that's what happened.
sadly.
Pictures of a kid being dragged down the road by a fucking tree.
I want to please explain from the club to me.
Back to the podcast.
I want Heppel to ring me up and apologise to me.
Should ring all 80,000 members.
Hepsy.
Rich.
Hepsy, we're trying hard.
Look, the boys are disappointed. You'll see. Can't be Anzac Day every week to fucking get some external motivation.
Smith is one of those. He just keeps bobbing up at critical times of the game when Essendon challenge. Witter's been fantastic with those ground level balls, and he's worked inside again.
When Essendon have challenged, we haven't challenged once.
So the Bulldogs have got Port Adelaide next Friday night. The Bright Lights of Friday night football.
I reckon that'll actually be a good
They're
game.
just upping their game a little here today.
Jesus.
Pour themselves into some rhythm and some really good synergy today. Here comes Waitman. Kelly at the back. Really has to fight now. I think he's going to have to get rid of
Pad holding the ball.
What?
The umpire closest to it didn't pay.
Has been subbed out of the game, and Josh Shackey is now in for the last 10 minutes.
Thanks, Jimmy.
He's
got an
arm
arm
is pinned.
pin.
How
How
does
do you want to make an attempt, you fucking moron? be giving away so many
So
50s.
McNeil
Jeez, I'm glad I changed my bloody tip.
to give them an even
Early days, mate.
50-point margin.
Swans finish hard.
There's the kick. And you can put those red and black flags away.
Oh, you reckon, BT? Can see why they pay you the big bucks, mate. It's only 50 points with only less than 10 minutes to play.
You tell me you think that the Dogs have a chance of winning, do you?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Dogs have got things together, I reckon. Although coming into this game,
I reckon Dogs are a chance.
Port, Collingwood, Gold Coast, West Coast over the next month. They have a genuine chance to climb quickly.
Yeah. You gonna sit in there for a bit?
Seen Darcy there as well, who will probably get a look at the second half of the year. Some English and Alex Keith.
Josh Bruce there down.
Josh Bruce, there, let's see if he's still on crutches. How many months is he now?
I think he's
ACL.
standing up in the back corner. Archie down to 50 points as Parrish.
Another poor kick.
It's out into the palm. Mark has been one of the real positives for the Bombers this afternoon. That kick inside to Merritt.
Positives,
Now Parrish
like there's
in the front edge of
plural.
the square. Goes looking for Peter Ryan, who's got
Wow.
some space.
That's a one. I thought Perkins has been pretty good today, too.
This afternoon.
It's like the only one willing to bite off that 45 free kick.
I should have put him in multi for 3 plus.
This before?
This is for 3.
So there hasn't been a lot of opportunities for the Essendon forwards. This is probably as open as the forward lines look all afternoon. It's gone, as you mentioned, Tim, 33 times. They've only touched 37 times inside 450. All
Big choppy
afternoon. It's
arm,
gone in,
see.
comes straight out. Right.
Good
Kicks
boy.
his third.
It was really great to see.
Well, prepare yourself, Cat, because
In the third quarter,
you're going to have to take it out on someone.
They just haven't had enough movement, critical movement, to touch by a guy like Warman.
Hey, what are you doing?
He is a goal kicking
Your legs.
Oh, Nana's doing it too.
Yeah, Nana's allowed.
Warman hasn't been able to do it right.
Oh man, get your shit together, man. Fucking
What
hell.
kind of guy fucking crosses legs?
As a mental forward like this.
Russ is doing it.
Russ is not too fucking
My
broken
legs work
steps.
though.
Long, deep kick. And look at the space around right as that ball entered the forward line. That's been rare this afternoon. The Dogs formal warrior. Two sides going forward, 10 Port, Collingwood, Gold Coast, West Coast, Geelong to the 5. They could well have evened the ledger by the time the halfway mark comes. If not better to now the middle Draper. An improving player for the Bombers. Cutler.
Nick Hine playing the VFL today.
Yeah.
Oh!
Cutler and Stringer combined.
Yeah, he apparently was making plays and making a lot of mistakes as well though.
Fuck, can you please watch Stringer's knees, baby?
He loves the contest.
Smith. His boot is fed through to right for goal number 4.
Come on, right.
You need to get back on the top of the right with his Coleman.
Lessons should they take away from this afternoon?
He'd need like 8, wouldn't he?
Both sides of the ball.
He's only kicked 1 goal last like 2 weeks.
But that means your job's not done. Spread the field, challenge the opposition, get your midfielders getting the ball up through the centre of the ground. So almost look at what the Dogs have done for them today.
Feels like a work in progress at the moment. The Bombers have got plenty of talent. Just trying to find a game plan that works. Put all the
Work,
pieces
yes.
together, Heppel.
Progress, no.
Ridley.
Go,
Go,
Parrish.
go.
Martin.
Oh, hang it up.
He's got 55 from goal.
Why?
Why does it play
He
on?
moved around off the mark.
Goes looking for Peter Wright once again.
Holding his arm.
One hand, Stringer off the pack. Tries to keep it alive. Does so.
Yeah.
Dale gets a piece of it. Baldwin
Yes,
beats
baby.
it.
Oh,
Colour beaten forward by Williams.
Hey, baby.
Fucking hell.
The Dogs escape.
Push. What's wrong?
You come and sit in Dada's lap.
Come here.
Play with your hair.
He just sideways as a result.
Good control.
I'll just stand on Daddy's ball.
Always looking for the
Yes, you are. You hungry? You need something to eat?
Get some snack.
back to Williams. Now Dale. Two of their damaging defenders
Run hard.
have come well forward. Went for too much on the
Oh.
Jesus. Can't even, we get a gift, we still can't even.
Uh-oh.
Hardness, slowness on the kick.
How many drop marks?
Through the traffic.
Hey.
And we'll get the play.
Did you want to look at the book? No. How about West Coast? Why don't you go get help so we can watch you? Yes,
Everybody gets up.
Paul was feeling very left out. Lucky was coming in, but he's not anymore.
Baldwin taken down by Williams.
Doesn't have it.
Still out. Richards confronted by Guelph.
Oh, where's your titties? I don't have your titties.
Down the line. Dunkley's got some time to assess his options. We'll chip it inside 50. Standing underneath it was Shaki.
Oh, stickers!
Gathered in by Laverne. He's
Yes.
Laverne doesn't have it. No.
Mateo? No. Mateo? You don't have titties right now. Would you like something to eat?
Why do they not pay the first one?
Why do you want titties? Tell me. You tired?
Dropping into holes all
Just
afternoon.
not cut off.
Quick, precise, isn't it?
And damaging. Just upsets your zone. Smith from 40.
Mateo. Shush. Hey.
You're gonna upset Lockie.
What? Shush, brother. Oh, 55. Rocky's multi.
Yeah, I need a goal. Desperately.
Today, Josh Shaki.
Hey, Ben, your legs.
The game. Redmond is a real positive for them in defence.
Has he?
I think he's been
Today, required
decent.
29.
Oh, he's been about as good as they get to us, too.
Second on meters gained, third highest possession getter so far.
Turned it over a few times though.
So is everyone.
Go short to Trelaw, went backwards with just a little more sureness. Good acquisition for the Dogs, and will only get better. Gardner.
McRae needs 4 and Parrish needs 1.
Come back into this defence. Have really good depth for Dogs. They've got any number of 10 or so
McRae.
players that are playing today that are ready to
Couple of cheapies.
act at this level. Shaki.
That's
Martin
right.
Dale. Back to Shaki. Martin steals it for the Bombers.
Good boy.
Beautiful.
That's good.
How good's Martin for 3 games or whatever he did?
Go, mate. Go.
Again this afternoon, isn't he, for us?
Yeah.
I think really found a player in that.
Yeah, let's just pop a kick up.
And fuck the kick.
Draws the traffic. Off to Perkins.
Caldwell.
Can he find someone inside
Fuck
50?
Caldwell.
Jermaine cuts across screen.
And to further underline how Essendon just can't defend the ball in the opposition's hands. This is the third time the opposition this year has gone over 100 points. And in the other 4 games, they've gone over 90. So it is just still a major problem for them.
And the transition in both directions has really fallen away this year. The second last of defending teams from going from this situation, D50 to inside 50. As we said, it's a work in progress. Daniel to McComb.
A work in progress.
There's no progress.
Half of Shaki versus Laverty.
It's regression.
Takes it to the line. Jimmy from
All we want to see is something. I feel like each week we've fucking not seen it.
What have you liked most about their performance this afternoon?
Yeah, they've been in a lot of those games too, Joe. So they're playing some pretty good footy in those without getting the win, but they've put together 4 quarters. But I think today they've got the balance right. Those midfielders who have to go play at half forward have played the actual forward role properly, not just going searching for the footy. We've seen Dunkley, Bontempelli, and Smith at times at half forward line. So I think they've really embraced their role away from the midfield, which has made the rest of the game flow for them.
Was Perkins to Hempel.
Short.
Hempel now. Draper couldn't get a run out of it like can.
Good to me.
Right.
Kick for the Coleman, just get a couple of late ones.
So he is playing with some consistency at that end of the ground this year. Peter Ryan. Just not getting enough of it now.
Oh, a ginger cookie.
Good save.
So right for goal number 4 from about 20
Good
metres.
save.
Shouldn't be a problem. David Roden says no worries at all.
Get around him, you pricks.
Mateo, let's get a ginger cookie.
All right. McRae needs to get 4 disposals very quickly.
Harris needs one.
Do you want to stay with Daddy or do you want to come to the kitchen with me?
Coming into this game, they were like,
Come on.
this is not the best way to competition the Bulldogs. Give you a chance to score against them.
Why is he bringing Wright off? Leave him on.
Nah, I'm going with Coleman.
Just say no.
Yeah.
I'm not going
He
on.
did.
There's 2 minutes left. I've kicked 4. And kicking, like, taking good grabs. Back out to kicking it in front of him and letting him lead onto it. That's the kick to space. Perfect.
Really does take his chances. Just needs more chances. Doesn't it? More of them, yes. He's got the weapons down there. Just needs to get it in.
We don't have the weapons.
We don't have the weapons down
Next
there.
piece of the puzzle for the Bombers.
We need Tipper and Jones back desperately. Langford, Snelling.
Phillips.
Down to Liberatore. Dunkley in support.
Did you ever think you'd miss Phillips?
He's not.
I know he's not the answer, but he solved one problem.
Heppel.
He's also not an answer.
Forward.
And is a problem.
Situation.
There's Parrish. Oh.
What's that hand pass? 4 meters along the boundary.
Give him a free kick for that. Just out of principle.
Yeah.
For that shit, you deserve a free kick.
Deliberate
Yeah.
shitness.
Look at Zimmerman. Gary Zimmerman just does not age. He's like a fine wine. Like shitty, cheap wine, but still drinkable.
Pretty shit one.
Tackling, my God.
Got Jure on. He gives him a bit of a task here. He ran into trouble though. He should have kicked a little earlier. Jure made it look a lot better than it was. Now Richards just got rid of it.
We can't stick a tackle.
There's 30.
Whoa, was it a little?
There's a handball. There's 31.
Right. McRae. Find the ball.
Kick it to Peter. To Peter.
Just
To
run it
Peter. Yeah. To Peter, take it.
It was too high. It had too much on it.
You should have tried to spoil.
Juggle it over the line for a mark.
In front of the 33,677 crowd today.
Oh, do I sniff an upset here?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Do I sniff an upset here?
Flags back out.
We are attacking
Yeah,
4
nice.
angles, though, weren't
Yeah.
they? Yep. They were
I'd like to
actually
be
heading in the right direction. 5 in a row.
They say we kicked 5 in a row.
No.
Road ahead as well.
5 forward handballs.
Oh. Baby steps.
Next week, Bombers. Sydney, Richmond,
Um,
and then the bye.
Trust Chris and
That's
Will
another tough
Percy are
run
going to
for
come back
football.
to
They watched them yesterday,
Will
last night
Percy?
against Melbourne. Really
Just
good.
Haka.
Ultra competitive. Sydney's always tough, particularly up there.
Don't take your blood pressure meds.
Challenging
Afternoon.
Yeah, like
Okay, because you know they're flying on shore.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous things anyway. They can do it.
Some
So
forward,
I
they've got
got
a
a message
hand on
yesterday.
his own advantage, and then
To
take
say
it to
that
Redmond.
so
we'll have to get down in the morning.
It was a low towards Parrish, punched away by Richards, Liberatore, over the top to Smith. Parrish did well. Found him with the
Ow.
Redmond's kick smothered.
I've never seen that before. A smother that's been remarked.
Looks for an option. Heppel's provided some width.
That big
Just
pop
go-
up kick
go
that we
to-
have is just.
There's
Middle
a-
of the ground. Shields got to work hard to make it good and does. Drives towards the pocket. Wright wants to work on
Yes,
the
Wright.
Good boy.
Couldn't quite control it in the air.
You're pushing it back.
Ground level dogs have got some.
Get back up, right.
Williams pops it over the top.
He's very tall. It takes a long time.
Yeah, but he's fucking standing around with
You
his
can't be
his
expected
hands.
to make that last sort of
Steady,
tackle.
got enough today.
Needs to be the other players. We need some fast mauls now.
53 players.
That's why I like the look of Wanganeen. I chuck him in and just get him to tackle. Try to trap the ball. Get it in quick.
Hurry up, hurry up. Oh,
Goes back inside to Parrish.
Imagine if that was his 30th possession, like, and he just couldn't get it into it.
Right, fucking over.
For the Bombers, it's 1 and 6.
Merrick, 36 disposals, 27 of them hand passes.
It's like his ankle's still sore. He doesn't want to kick it.
It's like he's shit, like the rest of us at him.
All right.
Listen to the podcast and you go home.
Yeah.
Fucking cry. In the dark, where it's well.
Where should we go?
Yes, you want to go.
Anyone. Where's the easiest?
Table of those pretty easy, though.
I'm wondering how we'll fit Ravens though. Oh yeah, we might be able to do it. Put the camera this end, face it down. Alright, let's do it. Like we can end that live stream, bro.
Thank God. See you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Jared. Literally some of the guys.